going somewhere right now? Oh, I just, yeah. Are they here for the, did they come run it right now? Where are they? This picks up what you say a little bit, so
I'll keep it down.
Keep it to a low volume. You should be fine.
I'll do it under my breath.
Okay.
Do I start moving it right now?
Yeah. Gets it left wing to Jared Anderson for the three. It eases through.
Rich Rebel basketball is on.
Bounce into Nelson. He'll fake forward, then just fade away and drills it nothing but net.
After another 20-win season last year, the Rebels have reloaded for this season. And after missing the state semis for the first time in 11 years, the Rebs have their sights set on returning to the top.
Kicks it back outside. Trineri for three. Kason Trineri for the Pro Physical Therapy three-pointer. Drills it.
Coach Ashley Brown leads the Rebels out onto the hardwood for his 18th season. And the Rebels are ready to run.
Huffner down inside, receives a nice pass. A reverse layup with the right hand with his back to the basket, puts it in.
MyLocalRadio.com presents Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 Rebel Radio with live streaming video at MyLocalRadio.com.
Turns, misses from the left side, but Meek with the offensive rebound and putback. Holton Meek.
Rich High School Hoops is brought to you by Jensen Wood Motors of Montpelier, Idaho, Evanston Regional Hospital, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, by Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, Rocky Mountain Yeti, by Pet Mineral Labs, Plains Tire, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, and by MyLocalRadio.com.
Wilson, right corner, he'll take the three and drill it. Nothing but net. Kyler Wilson from downtown.
And now, Rebel round ball fans.
And underneath, Jordan Stacy was jumping up and down, waiting for it. He gets it and finishes.
Hang up your boots, crank up the volume, and get ready to roll.
Reagan, no look pass back outside, hunting for three. Eases over the front of the rim and drops in there.
As we head courtside to join the play-by-play voice of the Rebels, Ryan Steineckert.
Good afternoon and welcome, Rebel fans, to the pregame show presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA for all your accounting needs. Call Gary today at 208-847-2601. That's 208-847-2601. Today, the Rebels take a little break from Region 22 play after last night's 41-40 nail-biter against the Tabiona Tigers. The Rebels won that one. They take a break from Region 22 play to hit the road and take on a different kind of rival across state lines in Westside tonight against the Pirates. Tip-off is set for 4 p.m. In the meantime, we have the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show, including the scene set when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
It's time to stop stressing about your taxes. Whether you're filing personal, corporate, ranch, and farming, or other types of taxes, whatever you need, Gary Tusher CPA and his team can handle all of the details for you. Gary's been providing professional tax preparation and financial services for over 30 years. As a rancher himself, Gary has a unique understanding of farm, ranch, and corporate tax requirements. So stop stressing about taxes. Call Gary Tusher CPA today, 208-847-2601.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same-day and next-day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to Dayton, Idaho, and the E.L. Bud Elwell Sports Center. Rebel JV team trails by 13 with 5:48 left to go in the freshman game. Westside won 56-36. And varsity action coming up in just a few minutes. Let's continue on the pregame show, brought to you by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, for all your accounting needs. The Rebels come into this one at 9-9 overall, 4-1 in Region 22 play. And at 9-9, they just jumped up to 9-9 with last night's 41-40 win over Tabiona. The Rebels got 24 points, 4 rebounds, a couple of steals from Jared Anderson, including 8 of 9 from the free throw line. Rebels went 12 of 13 from the line as a team. Tabby just 4 of 10, 15 points by Colton Iverson. The Rebels held the Tabiona Big Four, Wyatt Fabrizio, Gage Riley, Hayes Giles, and Dakota Young, to a total of just 22 points. Those four usually average about 45 to 50 points per game combined, but they scored just 22 last night. The Rebels held a Tabiona team that had been scoring 65 points a game to just 40. And that was a big win for Rich with the 41-40. Jaden Nelson hit a buzzer, well, not quite a buzzer beater, but a go-ahead bucket with 3.9 seconds left to go from the right baseline, and that put Rich up 41-40 for good. So with that victory, the Rebels even their record at 500, 9-9, and more importantly at 4-1 in Region 20 play. Also more importantly, the Rebels are in first place in Region 22 and have swept the Tabiona Tigers this year. So Rich in a good position with still a couple of games, a couple of tough ones left to go. After tonight, the Rebels will host or be at Intermountain Christian next Friday and then host Manila to wrap up the regular season. And a win in one of those two games, a win in both of them would certainly win the region title. A win in one of those two would solidify a second-place finish and negate the need for a play-in game at the state tournament. As for the Westside Pirates, they come in at 11-8 overall. Lost last night at Bear Lake 56-48. They had beat Bear Lake a couple of weeks ago, January 18th, 57-51 here in Dayton. But again, lost last night by 8 points. Westside started off the season pretty slow, 1-5 to start, including losses against 4A Wyoming's Green River, Jackson, and Evanston. But since then, they've been on a tear, including 7 wins in a row to go from 2-6 to 9-6. And so Westside in a good spot in their region, their district. The Pirates are at 6-1. That includes last night's loss against Bear Lake, and in a good position. They're averaging 56.7 points a game, allowing 56.7 points a game. And Westside and Rich, this ought to be a good one. These teams met up just a couple of weeks ago. I guess it was about a month ago at Rich on the 5th of January. The Pirates won that one 58-65. They outscored Rich 18-11 in the third quarter to take the lead and go on to win. Hit some free throws down the stretch and earn the victory. These teams have met a bunch of times in the past, and we'll tell you more about it on the Laketown Ledger, brought to you by the town of Laketown. Well, that's coming up a little later on in our Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show. First, though, we're going to move along to our Western Ag Credit standout student. We'll hear from Rich Rebel Senior J.J. Speeder Baxter, also more commonly known as Colton Meek. We'll hear from Colton when we return on the Western Ag Credit standout student. Western Ag Credit is your partner in agriculture. 848 Front Street in Evanston, 307-789-9420. Back with our Western Ag Credit standout student right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. When it comes to farming and ranching, it makes good sense to work with a lender who understands finance and agriculture. Western Ag Credit is an independent cooperative owned by the farmers and ranchers who borrow from it. With competitive rates, your loan is tailored to match your business needs. real estate, livestock, equipment, and operating expenses. When it comes to farming and ranching financing, Western Ag Credit in Evanston is your partner in agriculture. Back in Dayton, Idaho at Westside High School, where the JV Rebel team trails 64-45 with 4:15 left in the fourth quarter. Varsity teams will take the court, and tip-off is scheduled for 4 p.m. In the meantime, it's the Western Ag Credit standout student. Western Ag Credit is your partner in agriculture at 848 Front Street in Evanston. Ryan Steineckert with Colton Meek, a senior at Rich High School. Colton, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
How's your senior year going?
It's going pretty good.
What's going well?
Sports are going good. I've got healthy. I had an injury in the football season, but we're getting better now.
How focused are you? How big of a deal is academics for you?
It's a pretty big deal. I want to go to college, and I think an education's important to be successful in the future. So,
do you have college plans? Like where you want to go, what you want to study?
Thinking about going to BYU, Idaho. I want to study animal science. I think that's going to be my major.
With the goal of what kind of career?
I kind of wanted to follow my dad's footsteps in ranch management. It could really go any way. I just kind of like to stick to the beef industry or work with horses and stuff.
What's your favorite part of that industry, the idea of that kind of career, like getting out, being on the horse and running cows, fixing fence, all that kind of ranch work, or do you like other aspects of it?
I think mainly just working with your hands. I can't picture myself doing anything else, really. I don't like sitting around, and I just think being outdoors is really fun. So,
Colton, any other classes that have really interested you that you've taken here at Rich High School?
One class that I've taken this year is Spanish. I really enjoy that one. I think I'm going to maybe use that in the future, so that one's important to me.
Let's hear you. Where's the library or something like that? Can you say anything?
Donde es library. I don't know what library is.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca? You remember that?
No, but I guess I'll try to remember that for future reference.
At least, where's the bathroom? Do you know that one?
Donde está baño?
You nailed it. All right, Colton, I'll stop quizzing you on your Spanish. You mentioned sports and the football season. You got the injury. How did you feel about how the team did this past fall?
When it comes to football, the record doesn't show as well as I feel like we did. I feel like there was a lot of improvement throughout the course of the season. I feel like there was a lot of small victories and our two big victories. I think that football, it kind of brought a lot of kids together, and it kind of helped. We really had a strong brotherhood in the team this year.
Fans don't see that as much as you guys, the members of the team, see that in your own personal growth.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to see unless you're on the inside of the team.
Gotcha. How about basketball? How do you feel like that's going?
Basketball, our record's going a little better. I'm more of a football guy myself, but I think the basketball team is also pretty strong. We bonded, and hopefully we go far this year.
Colton, you try not to say this disparagingly. You don't get a lot of minutes with the varsity, in the games. But what do you feel like your role is with the team?
I consider myself a hustle player. A lot of times, whenever people are going slow, they'll throw me in. Kind of, I guess you could call me the punishment kid, the kid that comes in whenever they're not hustling enough. But I also play decent defense, and I just not a big scorer. But
what you bring to the team is valuable. The hard work you put in every day at practice helps your teammates get better, helps you guys be a better team. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Colton, the rest of the senior year, well, I mean, we don't want to take focus away from basketball. We don't want to skip the next month. But rest of the spring, what do you got going on?
I don't think I'm going to do track this year because of my knee injury. I was mainly a high jump guy, but I think just got to keep my grades up and pound it out till graduation.
And then after graduation, head up to BYU-I, or what's after that?
I think I'm going to serve an LDS mission, and hopefully my Spanish knowledge will come into role there. So
if you go to Chile or something, you'll at least know how to ask where the bathroom is now.
Yeah. Hopefully I can remember the library too, so I can go get my books.
If you could pick a spot, where would you go on a mission? Obviously, it doesn't work that way, but
I guess I'll go wherever I get sent, but I do kind of hope to speak Spanish because I want to be able to learn that second language, and I want a second language that I'll be able to use in the future rather than one that doesn't get used very often.
Do you have your own horse?
Yeah. Well, my dad has a horse that we ride, but yeah.
Male, female, what's his or her name?
It's a male. We actually call him Bandito. So we're into Spanish in this family.
I was going to say, that's a little Espanol.
Yeah, we like to name a lot of our horses Spanish names. But
What are some of the other names?
oh, well, my dad had a horse named Poncho once upon a time, and there's been quite a few horses over the course of the years, but I can't remember. We had a horse named JJ Speedy Badger. I know that's not Spanish, but
Those are classic names, man. Will you do the musical Footloose this spring?
I don't think so. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would last year. I was a wolf, and that's kind of a key role in the play, obviously. So I don't know if I can handle that again.
Anything else we should know about you? Things you like to do, hobbies?
I don't know. I guess hunting and fishing, and just I like to live in the moment. So
Colton, what's your favorite thing about being a Rich Rebel?
I like the school pride we have around here. A lot of times when we go to other places, they just don't quite get as into the games and stuff like we do. I just like the spirit and how everybody knows everyone, and we all get together and have a good time.
Senior Colton Meek at Rich High School, thanks for your time. Good luck with the rest of the basketball season and on into the future, man.
All right, thanks. We'll see you.
Thanks, Colton. That was Colton Meek on the Standout Student, brought to you by Western Ag Credit, 848 Front Street in Evanston, your partner in agriculture. Call 307-789-9420. You're tuned into the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show, and the Rebel JV team trails 72-49 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Rich has had some good shots inside. They've crashed the offensive rebounds and gotten a lot of offensive boards, but Westside offensively gotten a lot of layups and hitting from outside, and their offense has been very good this afternoon in the JV game. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back to hear from the coaches here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Super kids deserve super care. Experience the difference with board-certified pediatricians Alan Brown, MD, and Bird Gilmartin, MD, at Uinta Medical Group. Whether it's tracking your child's overall health at Well Child Checks or helping your little ones feel better when they're sick, Dr. Brown and Dr. Gilmartin are here to help your child grow, learn, and thrive. Schedule an appointment with Dr. Brown or Dr. Gilmartin by calling 307-789-WELL 9355 or visit evanstonanytime.com.
We take your fun very seriously. That's why we put so much emphasis on training and experience with our mechanics at Cash Honda Yamaha. Whether you're getting it ready for an upcoming season, putting it away for the winter, having routine maintenance, or have a mechanical problem, we want to make sure that when you're ready to have fun with it, it's ready for you. Don't trust your fun to just anyone. Make sure you bring all your service work to Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley.
Welcome back to Dayton, Westside High School, the Elwell Sports Center. Rebel JV team trailing by 26. Kyler Wilson at the line, and boy, the physicality continues. Whistles come. There's been a lot of players, a couple of Rebels who've gotten hurt, didn't get a whistle, and so a couple of that looked like probably could have been whistled, but 51 seconds left to go in this one, and Logan Muirbrook will go to the free throw line. Andrew Ollinger fouls out, the sophomore. Rebel freshman team lost 56-36. Well, you may be aware, you may have seen this week, the Utah High School Activities Association voted and released a statement or a press release this week that starting next year they will move exclusively in all classifications to an RPI system to determine playoff seeding and to post-tournament qualification. No longer will region records, region titles, region win-loss, that won't matter. I mean, it will still in a sense, but region games and region seeding will not play a part in seeding for state tournament. Now, this will go into effect starting next fall in 2019, September or August, I guess, of 2019. And the new RPI system takes into account a team's win-loss percentage, accounts for 40% of the equation. That team's opponent's win-loss percentage accounts for another 40%, and then the opponent's win-loss percentage or win percentage accounts for 20% of the equation. And so then teams will be given an RPI, a ranking, and the top 16 teams, whatever it may be, will qualify for state, and the rounds will go 1 versus 16, 2 versus 15, and etc. And so the region title, like we see Rich Rebel boys basketball team last night beat Tabiona 41-40. That win will help in the win-loss percentage and in the RPI equation, but will not necessarily help toward winning a region title. 75-50, the final score. West Side with the win in the JV game. Rebel varsity game coming up in just a bit. Again, that new RPI system was unanimously passed by the Utah High School Activities Association. Will take effect beginning with next school year, the 2019-20 school year. Rebel varsity coming up against Westside in just a few minutes. We'll move along in our Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show and hear from Coach Ashley Brown in a bit, but Tyler Brown first, right here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
This is Rich Rebel head basketball coach Ashley Brown here on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, and we're about 15 minutes away from the opening tip here on the Gary H. Tusher CPA pregame show.
Propane is a byproduct of two processes, natural gas processing and petroleum refining. About 90% of U.S. propane is domestically produced and stored in huge salt caverns, which can store 80 million barrels or more of this gas. This quality product is shipped by pipeline, truck, ship, and barge until it reaches T7 Propane in Woodruff. From there, it gets to your home or ranch for your convenience and comfort. Call T7 Propane. Get set up for regular propane deliveries so you don't run out. T7 Propane in Woodruff.
Ryan Steineckert with Tyler Brown of the Westside Pirates. Coach, thanks for your time.
Yes, anytime.
Nearing the end of your regular season, how things going?
Good. I mean, we started out kind of 1-6, 1-5, but since then we've been playing fairly well, and I think we're now like 11-8 now. So, you know, we picked things up a little bit here in the second half, and just got to keep going now. It's getting ready for the district tournaments coming up in not next week, the week after. So we got to make sure we're playing pretty good ball now.
In your conference or district, you're doing pretty good, right? I think 6-1 you lost the last night to Bear Lake, but right at the top of the region.
Yeah, right now we're second place because Bear Lake's got tiebreaker over us. But, you know, yeah, they've been doing fairly well in our conference. So, you know, we just got to keep going, and you never know what can happen. But, you know, we got to get as high a seed as we can. So the district tournament, we get to host a couple games here, hopefully.
Just looking on the surface here, Coach, but early on in the season you lost to Jackson, I think 88, 85 or so. I mean, that's a lot of points, but still lost. Have you had a long journey to get the defense better, or was that just an anomaly in the season?
Just an anomaly. I mean, I looked at Jackson's score since then. They've been scoring like 30, 40 points, and we've been scoring, you know, 50, 60. But they shot the ball real well that game. I mean, they hit like 5 3-pointers in the first quarter, and we were down 18 just like that, and they just kept shooting them. And we matched them. We just didn't play very good defense. So hopefully our defense is a little bit better now. And at times it is, and at times it's not, and that's just basketball. You know, we just got to make sure we're consistent, keeping kids in front of us, and hopefully the other team doesn't hit as many shots.
Tell me about your game. You beat Rich at their place a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we did. You know, it was a close game throughout. I think we jumped on them early, but then they jumped back, and then the second half they got a lead, and then we was right there. Then the fourth quarter we finally got ahead and won. It could have won either way. I mean, we were lucky to get the breaks there and hit a couple of shots, and they didn't. So that's who won the game, as we did. So, you know, but it's been a while. We haven't beat Rich for a couple of years, it seemed like. You know, with that Jarman kid gone, it helps us out a little bit, get him out of the middle. But, you know, they're still a good team, and, you know, and hopefully we can match today and hopefully have a lot of energy to play.
Do you feel like you got pretty good balance outside, inside, the points in the paint, shooting from the perimeter kind of stuff?
At games we do, games we don't. We still got to pound it inside more. We rely too much on the outside shot, and everybody knows that some days that goes and a lot of days it doesn't go. So, you know, we got to get more in the paint. So we got to get Isaac more involved and get him some shots down low, and plus get other teams, big guys, in foul trouble. So, you know, we got to get more the ball inside more.
Coach, what do the Rebels do that concerns you?
Well, they do everything. They hustle real well. They mix it up with a little bit of man, little zone. They got some shooters with the Anderson kid and the number 2 kid. I can't remember his name. And then I think the one kid's been hurt a little bit. They hurt us last year a lot, but then they got a little bit of size down there too, and they hustle like crazy. So, you know, they cause anybody fits because they're going to play hard no matter what, and they're going to play defense, and they're going to try to make shots, and if they go in, you're in trouble.
Anything else you want to touch on, Coach?
Not really. Just hopefully it's a good game for the fans to see, and hopefully they come out. It's an afternoon game. We don't have very many of these, so hopefully they'll show up, and it'll be a good game for both teams.
Tyler Brown of the Westside Pirates, thanks for your time. Good luck today and the rest of the season.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach. We'll hear from his brother, Ashley Brown, in just a few minutes on the pregame show, brought to you by Gary H. Tusher, CPA for all your accounting needs. And our Coaches Show presented by T7 Propane in Woodruff. Stay tuned. Rich and Westside coming up in just a few minutes on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
It's fun helping each customer find the best vehicle for their needs. I'm Tracy Lawley, and I've worked with my brother Kirk for 23 years. Back in 1969, my grandfather Donnell Jensen sold a customer this 1969 Dodge Charger. Years later, I had the opportunity to sell that same customer a new Dodge truck. And we continue to have the opportunity to serve his children and grandchildren. If you're buying a car from someone who isn't having fun, you should definitely come see me before you sign on the dotted line.
As one of the region's most visited websites, MyLocalRadio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on MyLocalRadio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit MyLocalRadio.com today to stream it all live.
At beautiful Bear Lake, skiing, snowmobiling, sailing, and swimming are just some of the fun activities offered to recreationists. The Greater Bear Lake Valley offers prime hunting and fishing areas, whether it's trout fishing in the streams or ice fishing for Cisco on the lake, hunting deer or seeking elk along the high mountain ridges. The scenic corner of Utah, Idaho offers outdoor recreation and historical interests away from crowds and high prices. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
We're in Dayton, Idaho at Westside High School, where the Rebels today take on the Westside Pirates, a rivalry game for both teams, of course. So Westside will wrap up the regular season next Friday against Aberdeen. That'll be here at Westside. The Rebels have a couple of more weeks of the regular season, next week at ICS, and then the following week hosting Mount Vernon and hosting Manila. Now, last night in Region 22 play, the Rebels improved to 4-1 in the region with a 41-40 win over Tabiona. ICS beat Manila, beat ICS at ICS 71-58. So Manila and Rich currently tied for first in Region 22 at 4-1. Rebel girls with a dominant win over Tabiona, 40-23, improved to 5-0 or 4-0 in Region 22 play, and the Rebel girls are alone at the top of the region. Stay tuned. We're in the middle of the T7 Propane and Woodruff Coaches Show, and we'll be back. To hear from Coach Ashley Brown right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. Right.
Sometimes when you're shopping for a vehicle, you're not sure what you want, so you drop by and look at all the options. Other times you know exactly what you want. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, you can call us or schedule a test drive online. We'll have it ready when you get here. We're here to help you get exactly what you want on your schedule. So whether you want to browse or pre-schedule a test drive, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet is here for you. 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Hello all, Dr. Dog here. I want to talk to you about PetMinerals.com. By merging the highest quality veterinary grade ingredients with highly advanced mineral technology, PetMinerals.com produces the most innovative pet supplements on the market. The supplements focus on specific needs like hip and joint, digestive, and overall diet. You and I both know a healthy pet is a happy pet. Show your pets how much you care. Order them supplements today at PetMinerals.com.
Ryan STEINECKERT with Ashley Brown of the Rich Rebel basketball team. Coach, a heck of a win last night, 41-40 over Tabiona in big Region 22 showdown.
Yeah, that was a huge win for us. It was on our home court. We had already beaten them once.
So any tiebreaker that we have with them, if it comes down to that, we should get it because we beat them both times. But it was a huge game. Our kids played great defensively, and it was just a great win for us.
There's a lot to that game, and a smaller thing is that they're ranked number 1. The big thing is what you just said, the region win.
Yeah, that's the most important thing is, it's going to help us at the end, places for state. So it was a big win. I was proud of the kids. We didn't shoot the ball real well, but they just kept battling, kept giving themselves a chance. And, and we was able to make a shot with 5 seconds or so on the clock and then stop them on their last shot.
Colton Iverson had a big game, but their other big 4 didn't do much offensively or couldn't get shots to fall.
Yeah, I thought our guards did a very good job on their 2 guards. All 3 of our guards. Landon did a good job on 22, who's a standstill shooter, and he didn't ever get an open shot. The Iverson kid hit us a little bit on rebounding, but that had something to do with our help. And so just proud of the effort. When you can hold a team like that to 40 points, you did a good job.
Walk me through that final inbound play, 10 seconds left. You called the timeout, and you had to try it twice, but it worked the second time.
We were trying to get the ball side, and they just over-rotated, and their kid helped off of Jaden, and Jaden just dropped to the baseline, and he shoots the ball pretty well from the baseline, and he made a big shot for us.
Did your light flash before your eyes or anything like that? What were you thinking when he put that shot up?
Well, I still knew that they was going to get one more shot, so we were still pretty nervous, but at least we were ahead at that point, and put the pressure back on them.
Coach, it was a heck of an effort, and we can talk all day about Jared Anderson's 24 points, but everybody had to pitch in, and you had to get that defensive effort from everybody.
Yeah, that's what gave us a chance to win is defensively as a team we were very good. They've got very few open shots. They hurt us a couple times with their pick and roll and then, giving it to the kid backside for a layup. But for the most part, I thought our kids did a great job, and it was a huge win for us, and, just proud of their effort.
You're riding high now, and you hit the road to take on it's not going to be any easier today, maybe a little tougher with Westside.
Yeah, I think they're playing really good basketball right now. They beat Bear Lake once and then lost to Bear Lake last night. So, our hands are full again. They got really good guards. We're going to have to be able to keep the ball in front of us. We're going to have to be able to defend the three-point line. So another huge game, that hopefully gets us ready for the state tournament.
Is that what they did to beat you last time with the guard play, outside shooting?
A little of both. Their inside kids hurt us at times rebounding, and then, we had trouble with their guards at times. And then we had a hard time scoring the basketball again. So, hopefully we shoot the ball a little better tonight, and if we do, hopefully give ourselves a chance to win.
Do you feel like your defensive effort needs to be better than it was last time you played Westside?
Yeah, we had too many uncontested shots that they got, and, and it's hard to do that, especially when you struggle shooting the basketball. So, we got to make sure we contest shots and then only give them one shot.
Coach, anything else you want to touch on?
I think that's all.
Ashley Brown of the Rich Rebels. Great win last night. Way to improve to 4-1 in the just a bit, including the Rich County keys of the game, Town of Laketown Ledger, Town of Woodruff starting lineups, and more when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
The Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Propane is a byproduct of 2 processes, natural gas processing and petroleum refining. About 90% of U.S. propane is domestically produced and stored in huge salt caverns, which can store 80 million barrels or more of this gas. This quality product is shipped by pipeline, truck, ship, and barge until it reaches T7 Propane in Woodruff. From there, it gets to your home or ranch for your convenience and comfort. Call T7 Propane. Get set up for regular propane deliveries so you don't run out. T7 Propane in Woodruff.
If you've struggled to get a vehicle because of some bumps in your credit, then come to the all-new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group. We have over 20 different lenders ready to help you reestablish your credit with a quality new or pre-owned vehicle. Good credit, bad credit, bankruptcy? Let the new Rocky Mountain Yeti Auto Group try to help you. Call our credit hotline today and ask for Jeff or Dave to get pre-approved for your next vehicle. Call 307-789-3151 today. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven. You've been tuned in to Rich Rebel Basketball pregame show presented by Gary H. Tusher, CPA, for all your accounting needs. Call today, 208-847-2601. Gary H. Tusher is committed to helping you achieve the highest return on your investment. That's 208-847-2601 for Gary H. Tusher. The Town of Laketown Ledger is presented by the Town of Laketown, Mayor and Town Council of Laketown. And Rich has faced Westside at least 26 times in the last 13 years. Rebels lost the first bunch of games. It was the first 7 in a row that Westside took. And since then, it's been a little more even. In fact, Rich has an advantage since those first 7 losses. But Westside holds the overall advantage 11-15. The Rebels 11 wins, Westside 15 wins, including the loss to Westside earlier this year, 65-58 at Rich. Rebels will look to turn the tides just a little bit tonight at Westside in the E.L. Bud Elwell Sports Center. Varsity action coming up in just a bit. Our Town of Laketown Ledger is brought to you by Mayor Sim Weston, council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvy, and Delora White. We'll take a quick break and be back with your Rich County keys of the game and the Town of Woodruff starting lineups when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
For tonight's matchup, please welcome the Rich Rebels.
When you hit the bullseye playing darts, it's a great thing. When a rock hits your windshield and creates a bullseye, it's a bad thing. A small bullseye in your windshield can grow into a monster crack that covers the whole window. T-Bar S Body Shop in Evanston fixes rock chips. If the rock chip in your windshield has already grown into a giant crack, T-Bar S Body Shop can fix that too. When it comes to window repair or replacement, make sure you always hit the bullseye. Let T-Bar fix your car. Call us today, 789-2639.
It's time to stop stressing about your taxes. Whether you're filing personal, corporate, ranch, and farming, or other types of taxes, whatever you need, Gary Tusher CPA and his team can handle all of the details for you. Gary's been providing professional tax preparation and financial services for over 30 years. As a rancher himself, Gary has a unique understanding of farm, ranch, and corporate tax requirements. So stop stressing about taxes. Call Gary Tusher CPA today, 208-847-2601.
Back in Dayton, Idaho, your pregame show again has been presented by Gary H. Tusher CPA for all your accounting needs. Time to move along and look at the Rich County keys of the game, but first a quick pause for station identification.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
Keys of the game tonight for the Rebels: limit mistakes. That's it. Take care of the basketball. Don't get caught trying to go for too many steals. That happened a couple of times last night, and Rebels got in bad position, gave up easy buckets against Tabiona. Get closed out quickly on the perimeter. Got to just limit mistakes. Play focused, good basketball. Number 2 is consistency. Against Westside last time, the Rebels scored 16, 16, 15 in the first quarter, second, third quarter, but then in the fourth, just 11. And meanwhile, the Westside Pirates scored 18 in that fourth quarter, and that allowed them to pull away for the victory. So the Rebels have to find that consistency. We saw that a little bit better last night. It was lower level, but still consistent, and that consistency needs to be there tonight. And number 3, battle of the boards. Rebels have got to win in the rebounding category. They cannot allow Westside extra opportunities. If they do, the Pirates will win this one. Those are your keys of the game, brought to you by Rich County. Rebels with a championship cause. And your Town of Woodruff starting lineups for the Rich Rebels, the visiting team: senior Kason Trineri, Landon Hunting, Reagan Huffner, Jared Anderson, and Jaden Nelson getting the start tonight for Rich. And for the home team, the Westside Pirates, junior Ryan Beckstead, senior Stockton Brown, senior number 20 Dylan Robinson, senior number 22 Brock Gittens, and junior number 30 Isaac Frankman. Stockton Brown, the leading scorer at 16, 17 points a game. Those are estimations. I asked Coach Tyler Brown, can you tell me how many points these guys scored? He goes, yeah, about 9, about 16 or 17, about 8 or 9. Those are your starting lineups, brought to you by the Town of Woodruff. Mayor Scott Sabey, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson with Secretary Lisa Bell. Here's your Sabey Trucking opening tip-off. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, you say Reagan Huffner win that one, and the Rebels have it to start. Kason Trineri drives, dishes into the middle. Nelson gives a ball fake, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, and he's blocked on the putback. And Westside has the board. Brock Gittens pulls it down. Stockton Brown tries to drive. Rebels cut him off. He kicks it back outside and then gets it back on the perimeter. Brown tries to drive. Trineri stays in front of him. He'll go back the other direction, tries to go right through a Rebel defender, misses the shot, and Jaden Nelson has the Rebel rebound. Jaden had, I think, 8 rebounds last night in the win over Tabiona. No score on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Both teams have gotten off a couple of good shots. So Huffner down on the baseline, can't get that to go. Nelson has the rebound. It's ripped away by Dylan Robinson, but out of bounds, and Rich will inbound from the baseline. A Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play brought to you by Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Nelson shoots to his left, not open there. Rebels inbound to Huffner in the right corner. Rich attacking right to left in this first quarter. Rebels in the road blues. Kason Trineri, you see that left wrist and thumb taped. Entry pass over the top of Ryan Beckstead, who had fronted Jaden Nelson. Help defense comes from behind, and Isaac Frankman fouls Jaden Nelson. First foul of the game. And it's another Mount Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Anderson looking to inbound. He'll go into Huffner at the left free throw line. One dribble, gets closer, pulls up, and he's fouled. Beckstead from behind puts his hands out in innocence, but the foul not charged to him. It was up in front. Brock Gittens, the guilty party. And that puts Reagan Huffner at the line shooting 2. Second team foul on the West Side Pirates. Huffner rattles the first one home. Reagan this season about 67% from the free throw line. Didn't do a lot of scoring last night, but did a lot of other things. Jared Anderson, the offensive rebound. He sliced in, kicks it outside to Hunting for 3. This one just a bit long. And then Stockton Brown, or Dylan Robinson, pulls down the rebound for the West Side Pirates. Beckstead dribbles to his left, cut off there by his own man. Gives it to Brown, and then Brown hands it right back. Rebels lead 1-0 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. Beckstead, top of the key. Robinson, quick trigger, and he misses that one. Gittens tips the rebound to the floor, and then a fight for it. Rebels tip it back court. Robinson is there for the offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity for Westside with Rich on top 1-0. Right corner, Gittens holding. He looks inside, nothing there. Back up top, Robinson tries to drive, gets around the D, scoops it and misses. Offensive board by Frankman. His putback, no, but he's fouled. And Frankman will go to the line and shoot 2. The Rebel foul against Reagan Huffner. His first, and Frankman can put Westside on top early on here. 6:05 left, first quarter. Rich with a 1-0 lead. Frankman's first free throw, front of the rim to the glass and then down through. It was a straight shot, just not right on target, but it does fall through for the point. Frankman. Little shimmy as he releases short, and Jared Anderson has the Rebel rebound. Jared's second board of the day. Had 4 yesterday to go along with his 24 points that helped Rich beat Tabiona. Huffner turns left. Good defense by Frankman. Reagan, no-look pass inside for Jaden Nelson, and Jaden not quite looking for it, plus the pass maybe a little bit too hot, and the Rebels turn it over for a first time in the ballgame. Just under 6 left to go in the first quarter. Robinson on the right wing, goes to Gittens in the corner, looking inside for Frankman, but they finally do drop it into him. He'll work across the lane, kick it out left corner, Stockton Brown for 3, swish. Brown buries it. He averages about 16 points a game. 4-1. West Side on top. Trineri inside to Huffner. He'll bounce. Anderson started the cut and then stopped the cut just as Huffner released the pass. 2 early turnovers for Rich. Trailing 4-1. Rebels don't have a field goal yet in this contest. Almost 3 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Stockton Brown on the left wing. Dribbles to his right, looking for the pick and roll with Frankman, but Rebels defended it well. Back outside. Beckstead kicks it right wing. Frankman. He'll loop it back and then fire down inside. And a quick pull-up jumper left baseline. Brock Gittens from about 5 feet out makes it 6-1. Half-court trap by the Pirates. Rebels break it with a long pass up ahead to Huffner. Down to the right corner, Hunting back. Trineri underneath, finds Nelson. Jaden hesitates, lets the defense fly by, and then puts it up and in. Left block off the window. That cuts the lead to 3, or the deficit to 3. 6-3 Pirates. Beckstead drives, blocked from behind. Jaden Nelson has the Rebel rebound. He'll give to Anderson. Jarrett up across the timeline, right wing. 2 defenders come. He'll give up to Trineri, left corner. Hunting fires away and just misses. Huffner, the rebound, putback is in. Reagan put it back up and in without coming down, and the Rebels are within 1, 6-5. Rich crashing the offensive boards. That was one of our Rich County keys of the game. Rebels need to win the battle of the boards. Robinson dribbles around from right to left, then gives to Brown, and Stockton defended perfectly by Kaysen Trineri. Brown stopped and tried to spin the other direction. Kaysen beat him to the spot, and Brown traveled with it. Excellent defense by Kaysen Trineri. Kaysen gives it off to Hunting. Landon back to Trineri. He'll dribble a couple of times, lob back to Hunting. Rebels have seen this type of half-court trap quite a bit this season. And they break it. It took a little time, but patience and smart passing. They get across timeline. Under 4 to go. Long pass by Trineri. Anderson goes up, gets it. Can't get the shot to go. A lot of contact. And then Frankman pulls down the missed shot. Down to the other end. Robinson misses short from the left corner 3. And Kaysen Trineri has the Rebel rebound. Up ahead to Hunting. Landon gets away with a travel as he stops and drug the pivot foot a bit. Kaysen drives, gives to Nelson. He'll shovel the pivot feet and travel. 3:30 left in the first quarter. Rebels down 6-5 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Ryan Beckstead, the junior, across the timeline. Left side to Frankman. Isaac hands off to Brown. Stockton around to Robinson on the right wing. Dillon with the teal blue shoes, the teal blue and pink socks. Interesting fashion statement for the maroon and gold West Side Pirates. Left corner. Breiler Shirtliff, a freshman, holding, gives to Robinson. Dillon dribbles into the key, kicks it back outside. Beckstead for 3. Yep, back of the iron and down through. Ryan Beckstead from straight away at 3-point range. 9-5. Pirates with a 4-point lead. Trineri to Hunting. Landon across the timeline, up into the corner. Nelson tries to bounce it back, and Beckstead deflects it out of bounds. Rebel basketball. Jordan Stacy will check into the game. Nelson gets a breather. 2 points, 3 rebounds so far in the first quarter for Jaden. Hunting to inbound from this left sideline in front of the west side bench. Trineri dribbles to the left wing, looking inside for Anderson. Luckily for Rich, Robinson deflected that. Anderson looked away just as Trineri started to deliver that pass, and it's deflected out of bounds. Into Trineri. Kaysen dribbles toward his right, a slow dribble. Man-to-man defense for the West Side Pirates. Stockton Brown already has the shirt untucked through the efforts of playing the game. Anderson wanted to shoot the 3, but Frankman with good help defense. Hunting right corner, back to Stacy. Across the top left wing to Trineri. Kaysen defended by Dylan Robinson. Dylan a senior. Kaysen tries to attack, gets all the way to the hoop, scoops it short, but he's fouled, and we'll get a couple of free throws. 3 or 4 different West Side Pirates in the area, and they'll hit Isaac Frankman with his second personal. Trineri with that quick first step, able to drive past Dylan Robinson. Kaysen at the free throw line. A couple Bear Lake Realty free throws coming here. The Rebels missed the first one. Kaysen will get a second. Colton Meek just checked into the game for Rich as Kaysen swishes the second Bear Lake Realty free throw through. And Rich is within 3, 9-6 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. First quarter, 2:01 left in this opening period. Top of the key, left wing. They give it around to Beckstead. Looking inside, man posted up. Instead, go up top to Stockton Brown. Pick and roll, can't find the shot. Instead, dishes off Jake Moser, blocked from behind, and Colton Meek comes up with the loose ball. Give to Anderson. Jared up across the timeline, kicks it left wing to Trineri. 1 minute, 38 seconds left in the first, and Rich trailing 9-6. Jarrett tries to take his man and travel. That is not a travel. He established the right foot as his pivot foot, moved his left, and the ref calls the travel. Not sure. 1:30 left to go in the first quarter. Brown across the top. Dylan Robinson, they go to a cutting Stockton Brown. He goes across the lane, a little dribbling pass. Beckstead to Robinson, left wing. Dylan kicks it back outside. Shirtliff wanted to shoot, but good closeout defense by Meek. Driving, Beckstead shoots and misses, and a charge is the call. Colton Meek draws the charge. Beckstead picks up his first. 1:09 left to go in the first, and Westside on top by 3. Rebels inbound. Trineri dribbles a couple of times, then lobs it across to Hunting. Again against the half-court trap. Jared drives, gets past the D, slices through, and then lays it up and in. Anderson had 24 last night in the win against Tabiona. That's his first bucket in this game. Robinson drives, and he's called for the charge. Great defense inside by the Rebels. Robinson can't believe it. He says the man moved over at the last second. That's the call. 50.5 seconds left in the first. Hunting will inbound to Trineri. Anderson, Meek, and Stacy also on the floor. Kaysen up the right side, hesitates, then lobs it back to Hunting. Landon kicks it to Trineri. Kaysen across the time, bounces ahead to Anderson. Jared fires across to Hunting. Landon tries to drive, then fires back to Trineri on the right wing. Kaysen one dribble, free throw line to Stacy, left wing. Jared fakes the three, drives by the defense, lays it up and in, and the Rebels are on top. 10-9 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Jared gives a little ball fake from the left wing and then just drives right past the defense. Westside playing for the final shot of the quarter with Rich on top, 10-9. Beckstead out near the center timeline, starts the play with 6, 5, 4. Into the lane, travels. I don't think he had actually traveled yet. He threw it away before. He must have shuffled his feet. And the Pirates turn it over with 3.5 seconds left to go. Hunting inbounds to Anderson. Jarrett dribbles across the timeline, gives it to Trineri, and he'll fire up from way downtown, over and back. Jared crossed it. The angle that we're at here, I can see that perfectly. Kaysen must not have quite established himself across the timeline before he caught that pass. Inbound, Shirtliff fires away just short at the buzzer. And the Rebels lead after one, 10-9 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. We'll take a quick timeout and be right back on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Bring your vehicle for service at Rocky Mountain Yeti and feel the difference. It's easy. Visit with one of the friendly service riders and then relax and enjoy hot waffles and ice cream. While you relax Yeti style, your vehicle will be worked on by our experienced mechanics. From regular maintenance to major repairs, we do it all. Have your service work done at Rocky Mountain Yeti in Evanston and feel the difference. Get Yeti'd today.
Ooh, yeah.
100 Wasatch Road in Evanston.
Dr. Dog, the other day I was at the dog park and ran into Keegan, the Irish setter from up the road. When we smelled hello, I was surprised because he smelled like delicious roasted duck. When I asked if he'd been hunting, he said nein, he had been to see you.
Yes, Mr. Hans German Shepherd, I'm recommending Canine Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com for all my canine patients. The powder mixes with your dog food to create a delicious duck-flavored gravy. Order your Superfood Advanced from PetMinerals.com today.
Rebels come from behind. They were down 6-1, but battled back and take a 10-9 lead into the second quarter. Anderson with 4, Huffner with 3. Beckstead with the basketball as Westside starts the second quarter with possession. Dribbles out high. Hunting comes out on him, inches out there, and 3 seconds in the lane. Westside with their third turnover of the ball game. And Rich on top, 10-9 with the basketball. 7:46 left in the second. Rich with a slow, efficient game last night and a win over Tabiona, 41-40. Up ahead to Anderson. Ball poked away at the last second. Jared gets it back, drives, dishes, and Beckstead steals the ball. Trineri steals it right back. He'll try to go around Beckstead and a charge. Are you kidding me? He moves to about a full step to his right side to draw the contact, and they call it on Kaysen. So Kaysen picks up his first personal foul, and the Rebels counts as a turnover. 6 in the ball game. 7.5 left second quarter. Rich up by 1. Beckstead across the timeline gives left wing to Moser. Big Jake, left wing. They bounce it inside to a posted up Stockton Brown. He'll spin left, nowhere to go. Kicks it back up top. Good hands, Bridler Shirtliff with the catch. Shirtliff gets it in the right corner. Rebels good help defense, rotating around. In a man-to-man. Beckstead around the top of the arc and a moving screen against Connor Nielsen. Hunting tried to fight around it, and Nielsen threw out the hip. That counts as a turnover as well, and that's 4 turnovers for the Pirates, 2 early on in their first 2 possessions of the second quarter. Inbound to Trineri to Hunting. Lobs back to Kaysen. Just got it past Bryler Shurtleff. Rebels get it to Anderson. He'll fire underneath. Jordan Stacy all alone on the left block, and he finishes. Good passing by the Rich Rebels, and they find Stacy all alone. Stockton Brown tries to drive, kicks it back out to Beckstead. Brown gets it back at the top of the key, tries to go left, then tries to go right, then goes left again with a spin, misses the floater. Good defense by Kaysen Trenary and Jordan Stacy with the Rebel rebound. Trenary up across the timeline. He'll push the tempo a bit. Stops, kicks it out, right corner three. Landon Hunting swishes home. Hunting with the triple. Brought to you by Pro Physical Therapy. And Rich leads 15-9 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Quick timeout on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
We know that when you think of Plains Tire in Evanston, you always think
the Tire Professionals.
Quality customer service. They're friendly with great prices.
I really like Plains Tire in Evanston.
But did you also know that the team at Plains Tire offers oil changes, windshield wiper checks, and free alignment checks? That's right, free alignment checks. We don't want you to quit thinking all those great things when you hear Plains Tire. We just want you to add to the list. Plains Tire, the tire professionals. Stop in today, 157 Bear River Drive.
Rebels on a bit of a run. It was 9-6 West Side. Rich has out. It was 9-5. Rebels on a 10-0 run, including that 3 by Landon Hunting, brought to you by Pro Physical Therapy and physical therapist Dr. Dallas Clark. West Side with the basketball. Robinson around the top of the arc, right wing. Nielsen lobs it inside. Frankman hangs in the air, misses, gets his own rebound, and he is blocked and fouled on the putback attempt. Frankman with 2 fouls. Didn't play much of that first quarter. The foul charged to Jordan Stacy. Colton Meek couldn't believe the whistle. He thought he had a clean block up top, and well, quite possibly he did, but Jordan Stacy must have fouled Frankman, who misses his first free throw. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game at the free throw line. Frankman will get a second one here, has 1 point. And this one finds its way through. Just skipped off the front of the rim and right down through. 15-10, Rebels up by 5. Trenary with the basketball, goes to Anderson. Jarrett bounces right side. Colton Meek hesitates, puts it up and misses just short. Rebound by Connor Nielsen. He's a long athlete, a junior. Dylan Robinson starts right, goes left, and then just runs right into Colton Meek, who had planted his feet. Ball was poked away from Robinson, out of bounds off of Rich. Huffner and Nielsen will check into the game. Hunting and Meek get a breather, both coming in, quality minutes for those two guys. Stacy, Huffner, Anderson, Nielsen, and Trenary on the floor. Inbound play, and Beckstead just has to go to the release valve way out to center court. Bryler Shurtleff. Shurtleff starts right, goes left, and the Rebels foul him. That was a good crossover by Shurtleff to get free of the defense. Jordan Stacy picks up his second. And the Rebel 4th team foul. Westside with 6 team fouls. Inbound play. Beckstead bounces in. Shurtleff backs out, fires away from downtown and misses off the front iron. Jared Anderson with the Rebel rebound. And Rich with a chance to extend the lead. Anderson across the timeline. Picked up by Dylan Robinson. Jared starts right, goes back left, kicks it left corner to Huffner. Reagan fires free throw line. Nelson looks inside. Stacy, nope. Instead to Trenary, right wing 3. Yep, rattles home. Kaysen Trenary with a Pro Physical Therapy 3-pointer. And Rich leads by 8, 18-10 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Robinson hands to Shurtleff in the left corner. And he'll give back to Robinson. Rebels in a man-to-man defense, just staying in front. Beckstead, defended by Trenary. Gives right wing. Nielsen dribbles left. Rebels switching on screens. Bounce right corner. Beckstead around the top. Kick it to the left corner. Shurtleff back up top to Nielsen. He'll dribble free throw line, then kick it back to Beckstead. He finds a lane, drives high off the glass, misses. Then Nelson tips the rebound to Trenary of Rich. Anderson pushing the tempo. Jared, Euro step through the deep. Scoops it up and in. Jared Anderson with the 2. And Rich leads by 10, 20-10 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Beckstead, left wing. Shurtleff, step back 3 with Anderson contesting. Rebound tipped out. Trenary chasing it down. Just didn't see Beckstead there. A collision, a foul on Trenary. He immediately helps Beckstead up. Beckstead comes up with a smile on his face. And Kaysen just picked up his second personal foul. 5th Rebel team foul with 4:35 left, second period. And Rich on top by 10. Beckstead, top of the key, gives to Shurtleff. The freshman lobs inside Frankman across the lane, hangs and hits. Frankman has 4, 20-12. Rebels almost lose it. Anderson able to come back up with it. Gives to Trineri, ahead to Huffner. Reagan back to Kaysen. Anderson open on the left wing, but no way to get it across there efficiently. Kaysen pulls up on the right baseline and just misses. Beckstead with the west side rebound. Pushes ahead. Dylan Robinson left corner 3. This one back iron, bounces around and falls through. Talk about a shooter's touch. 20-15, a little 5-0 run by the Pirates. Rebels, little trouble against this half-court trap. Nelson skips it across to Anderson. Jared tries to drive. Help defense comes, and he kicks it in the corner. Stacy into the up top to Trineri, who dishes inside. Jaden Nelson with the 2 from the right block. Trineri draws in the D, and that's a candidate for your play of the game. Trineri driving. He came to the ball. Pass down inside to Frankman. They work it around left wing. Robinson thinks about a 3, but decides to not fire it away. Beckstead around the top of the arc, finds a lane, drives, dishes out to Shirtliff. Robinson has to chase it down as the pass was a little off target. Dillon gives to Shirtliff. He'll fire away from the left corner, rims out, and Jared Anderson with the Rebel rebound, his 4th of the contest. Anderson on the right wing. Looking for some space, finds Huffner. Reagan, 1 dribble, bounces back out. Anderson in the right corner, up top again to Kaysen. This Rebel team has become very patient offensively and found its groove on efficiency, patience, and getting just really good shots. Huffner around the top of the arc. He'll find a lane, pulls up from the right elbow and misses. Jordan Stacy, the offensive rebound. Double team comes, it's poked away on the baseline. Rebel basketball. Jordan's, I've got that as his 3rd rebound of the game. Rebels will inbound from the baseline. Stacy gets a breather. Landon Hunting checks back in. And Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Rich looking for some more Bear Lake physical therapy points in the paint. Nope. Downtown, Hunting just misses front iron from the left corner 3. Robinson turns, runs, misses. Frankman, the offensive board, stuffed by Huffner from behind. And Frankman dribbles on the baseline as he pulls down the offensive rebound. Huffner with the block. We know Reagan has hops, and he showed them right there. 22-15, Rebels up by 7 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Second quarter, 2:17 left in this first half. Trineri gives right side. Hunting lobs it back across. Trineri ahead to Anderson. Jared on the left wing, hesitates, then pulls up from the left angle and hits from about 12 feet out. Anderson with 8 points in the ball game, and Rich back up by 9, 24-15 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Stockton Brown dribbles to his left, gives to Robinson. He'll find a lane, hang in the air, scoop it, and miss it just short. Jaden Nelson with the Rebel rebound, his 4th. Trineri pushing the tempo, bounces ahead to Hunting. Landon stops, fakes a pass, kicks back left wing to Trineri. Kaysen across the top. Anderson back to Kaysen. 1:38 left in the first quarter. And Rich sets up in the half court. Huffner, top of the key. Fake to 3. Rebels working around to Anderson right corner and then into Nelson. Ball's poked away, gets it back and gives to Anderson. Jared drives, stops, pops, and floats it in off the window. He got straight down the lane and then just stopped, and defense was shrugging back, expecting him to drive and finish with a layup. He just stopped and pushed it up and in. 26-15, Rebels up 11. Brown in the lane. He'll stop, float, and get fouled. Rebel defense right on him. There might have been a clean block, but there was also a foul. Jaden Nelson picks up his 1st, and that'll put Stockton Brown at the free throw line to shoot 2. Brown with 3 points in the game, hit a triple in the first quarter. And he hits this first free throw. A low line drive, but just about nothing but net. 107 left, first half. Rebels on top by 10. Brown's second, also good. Again, it's the low line drive, but it's right on target. 26-17. Rich on top by 9. Trineri has it stripped away by Shirtliff. He'll turn, go, and hit the shot. Hunting doing everything he could to put a hand in the air and not foul, but he gets whistled for the foul with the body. Shirtliff finished on the right side and has a chance for the 3-point play on the and 1. This could make it a 6-point contest. Rebels were up by 11 just moments ago. Shirtliff misses the free throw. Jaden Nelson has the Rebel rebound. 26-19. Anderson splits a couple defenders and earns a trip to the free throw line. Dylan Robinson, for the second time, whistled for a foul. For the second time, can't believe he's called for the foul. Hands up in innocence. Both times he's committed fouls today. Jared Anderson last night, 8 of 9 from the free throw line in the win over Tabiona. Rebels won by a point, and boy, they needed all 8 of those 9 free throws, or 8 of those free throws to get that win. Anderson, the Bear Lake Realty free throw line, hits the first. That one back iron, barely touched the net as it drops down through. Jared approaching 75% as a free throw shooter this season. Has 11 points in this contest. Came into the game averaging about 12 per game. Second free throw a little too strong, and the rebound by Shirtliff of Westside, his first. 27-19, Rebels up by 8, right corner. Robinson's 3, rims around and out. Shirtliff offensive rebound, and he's fouled on the putback. Riley Breiler Shirtliff with another chance for the three-point play. The offensive rebound, and Colton Meek charged with the foul. His first, Rebels' 8th team foul. Shirtliff had a three-point play opportunity just moments ago, missed the free throw. This time, swishes it through, and the freshman has 5 points, all here in the second quarter. 27-22, Rebels up by 5 with 43.6 seconds left in this second quarter action. Make sure to stay tuned. We'll have the Crawford Trough halftime show when we return. Anderson against the half-court trap. Dribbles across the timeline, gives to Huffner. Left wing, Hunting. Trineri back to Hunting on the left wing. Lob in to Huffner. Reagan in the lane. Turns, floats, shoots, and gets it to go. The shooter's touch. That one bounced around the rim and then fell down through. 29-22. And Westside will likely play for the final shot of the first half with 20 seconds left to go. Beckstead crosses the timeline. Directs a little traffic. Robinson comes to him. They go back and forth. Then to Stockton Brown, left wing. With 10, 9, 8. Robinson, top of the key. Beckstead fakes a shot, dribbles left, fires inside to an all-alone Breiler Shirtliff. He'll finish just before the buzzer. Somehow the Rebels just lost him, and at the end of the first half, it's Rich 29, Westside 24 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rich up by 5. We'll take a quick break and have your Crawford Trough halftime show when we return on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
No matter what you need to have printed, Weststar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Weststar Printing. Stop in today. Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
I think another good name for Matt Rex, the owner of T-Bar-S Body Shop in Evanston, would be the Anger Eraser. I came out to the parking lot to find a ding and scratch. I was so angry, I went to T-Bar-S Body Shop to get a quote and met Matt Rex. He said they would fix it, and he'd even talk to my insurance company. When I picked up my car, it looked great. No stress, no hassle. Matt's friendliness and quality service erased all my anger. When your car gets bunged up, don't get angry. Just let T-Bar fix your car.
Some folks say that life can be measured in seasons. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, we have vehicles for every season. From new to experienced drivers, we understand that safety, affordability, and great mileage are always on the must-have list. So whether you're just starting out or it's time to expand your fleet, we've got every season covered. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. Stop in today, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
The best live coverage of local sports, weather, local news, and radio classifieds, plus online streaming music, giveaways, and more. It's all on mylocalradio.com. Watch as your high school teams clash with their biggest rivals. Listen to the latest from your team's coaches. Catch up on local and regional news and stream your favorite music. Visit mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook and stream it all live. You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield. If you've dreamed of owning your own beachfront property at beautiful Bear Lake, but think you can't afford it, think again, because you can. It's an investment you can rent that pays for itself, and you can enjoy it too. Realtor Gary McKee and the team at Bear Lake Realty can help make your dream come true. Visit with Gary today, because you'll never know unless you ask. Bear Lake Realty in Garden City. Visit bearlakerealty.com.
(29-24) at the half. The Rebels on top. Westside led 9-5 early. Rich used a 15-1 run to take a 10-point lead. Westside battled back and made it 5 by half. 29-24 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. We'll take a quick break. Be back with the Crawford Trough halftime show after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
If you haven't eaten a famous Crawford Angus burger at the Crawford Trough in Randolph, you haven't lived. It starts with a quarter-pound Angus beef, pastrami, bacon, pepper jack cheese, and ranch sauce. Add lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and pickles. The only thing that makes it better is when you add an order of home-cut fries and a fresh raspberry shake. Heaven. Stop in and enjoy a burger today. The Crawford Trough, open later on every Rich High home game day. 120 South Main, Randolph.
According to the United States Census of 2010, the town of Randolph has a population of 464 people, and every one of us root for the Rich High Rebels.
Who slams it home?
Welcome to Randolph, Utah. We love being able to host the visiting teams, their coaches, their parents, and fans when Rich High has a home game. We love all of our visitors year-round and hope that you can take some time soon to come and visit us in our little slice of heaven, Randolph, Utah.
29-24 here at the half at Westside. Rebels have just 3 games remaining on the regular season schedule. Next week at ICS, then at home Thursday, Valentine's Day, against the Mount Vernon Patriots, before wrapping up the regular season hosting the Manila Mustangs. Now, with the win last night, Rich is 4-1 in Region 22 play and tied with Manila for first place. Manila beat ICS last night 71-58. Excuse me. On the girls' side, Rebel girls at 4-0 in the region with last night's 40-23 win over Tabiona. And Rich, the girls have ICS at ICS next week, and then hosting Manila the next week. And that game against Manila will be likely a region championship game for the girls on the girls' side. Unless, I mean, we'll see. Manila plays against Tabiona next week, and maybe Tabby will get the win there. But got some good games coming up, but this one pretty good at halftime. Rebels on top by 5. When these teams met about a month ago, Westside led at the half, 33-32, and Westside went on to win 65-58. Now, the Rebels were led in that first half by Jared Anderson's 11 points, 4 rebounds. Jaden Nelson had 4 points, 5 rebounds. These first half highlights are brought to you by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. And the Rebels, again, Jared Anderson's 11. He had 24 in the win last night at Tabiona, getting a little more scoring help from other players in this one. Jordan Stacy with just the 2, but he's got a few rebounds. Reagan Huffner has 5. Kaysen Trineri with 4. Landon Hunting with 3. Both Kaysen and Landon have pro physical therapy 3-pointers. And, of course, Jaden Nelson, Jordan Stacy. And most of Jared Anderson's points have come in the Bear Lake physical therapy points in the paint. Rich up by 5. Rebels had pushed the lead out to as much as, I think, 11 points was the biggest lead. It's 26-15. Rich led in the first, midway through the second quarter. But Bryler Shirtliff had 7 points in that second quarter alone. Those were all of his 7 points came in the second quarter. And to go along with 3 rebounds, Shirtliff leading the way in scoring for Westside. Stockton Brown had 5, and then Isaac Frankman with 4. But again, Rich on top. Rebels just 50% from the free throw line. Pirates 63%, 5 of 8. Rebels 3 of 6. Again, it's Rich on top by 5 at the half. First half highlights are presented by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board member Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. We'll take a quick break and be back with more of the Crawford Trough halftime show right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Some Butterfinger didn't bother to look, and your car goes crunch. Now it looks like the outside of a salted nut roll. People snicker as you drive down the road. Stop the laughter. Let the Three Musketeers at T-Bar-S Body Shop come to your rescue and fix your car. When you drive off, you'll feel like you're skipping across the Milky Way again. You'll think of Matt Rex as the big hunk who came to your rescue. Dents removed, glass chips repaired, and windshields replaced. T-Bar-S Body Shop and Glass Repair on County Road, across from the cemetery in Evanston. Sweet.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
When you have your vehicle serviced by the experienced, certified technicians at Rocky Mountain Yeti, you'll have a legendary experience. With a comfortable customer waiting area, you can watch the big screen television or use the free Wi-Fi while you enjoy free hot waffles with ice cream. Our professional technicians work on all makes and models and handle everything from routine service to major repair. Stop in today, 100 Wasatch Road, Evanston. Visit www.yetiauto.group. Rocky Mountain Yeti, legend driven.
If you haven't eaten a famous Crawford Angus burger at the Crawford Trough in Randolph, you haven't lived. It starts with a quarter-pound Angus beef, pastrami, bacon, pepper jack cheese, and ranch sauce. Add lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and pickles. The only thing that makes it better is when you add an order of home-cut fries and a fresh raspberry shake. Heaven. Stop in and enjoy a burger today. The Crawford Trough, open later on every Rich High home game day. 120 South Main, Randolph.
29-24 as we conclude the Crawford Trough halftime show. Crawford Trough is the place to eat and drink in Randolph. Their winter hours, Thursday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And proud sponsors of Rich Rebel basketball here on KDQ and MyLocalRadio.com. Jared Anderson's 11 points, including 7 in the second quarter, leads the Rebels, who are on top by 5, 29-24. As we start the Epic Recreation third quarter, Landon Hunting inbounds to Kaysen Trineri against a double team defensively, but they get it in. Kaysen across the timeline, the double team backed off. Huffner gives to Trineri. Kaysen down, dribbling toward the right baseline, and a little bit of contact. Isaac Frankman just picked up, I think, his third personal foul as he got a hold of Kaysen's arm. Mound Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Anderson goes to Jared Nelson, and he hits from the right baseline. That was the same spot, the game winner last night against Tabiona. And this time it was contested a little more from front and behind, but Jaden knocked it down. Beckstead around the top of the arc. Rebels in a man-to-man defense. Stockton Brown pulls up from the top of the key and hits. Stockton with his second triple of the ball game, 31-28. Rebel lead is down to 3. Oh, did they call that a 2? 24. I've got the score wrong. That is 27. Rebels left wing. Anderson dribbles, gives to Hunting. Free throw line. Back out to Kaysen. Trineri hands to Jared. Anderson tries to dribble behind the back and loses control. Robinson picks it up, goes the other end, misses the layup. And Kaysen Trineri with the Rebel rebound. Jared across to Hunting left wing. Thought about the 3. Instead drives, floats it short from the middle of the key about 10 feet out. And the rebound tipped around to Dylan Robinson in the left corner. Robinson chased that thing down. Westside goes the other end, and Hunting reaches around Frankman as he received the pass down right inside underneath the hoop. Landon Hunting will pick up his second personal foul. 6:44 left here in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Robinson to inbound. Westside goes to Brown in the right corner. Beckstead, Robinson, and a pass across the top. Kaysen Trineri picks it off. Kaysen goes the other end, dishes off, and Jared Anderson can't finish, and a charge is called as Beckstead let Trineri pass and then moved over to get in spot defensively. Jared picks up his first personal foul. Teams exchange turnovers. There was a station in Randolph steal by Kaysen Trineri, but the Rebels couldn't capitalize. Brock Gittins in the right corner. They work it around. Robinson up top. Stockton Brown on the left wing. Jabs right, goes left into the lane, looking for the pass. Can't find it. Then he steps through. Got away with the travel. Shoots and misses. A rebound comes high, and Frankman just picked up his 4th. As Landon Hunting had position, had the rebound, and Frankman went right on top of him to try and grab it. That's just, I've got that as Hunting's first rebound of the game. I may have missed one. 31-27, Rebels nursing a 4-point lead here at Westside. The E.L. Bud Elwell Sports Center. Trineri, backdoor, finds Huffner all by himself. Great screen, frees up Huffner down underneath, and he finishes 33-27. That's another candidate for your McKay Frankham precision play of the game. Beckstead tries to drive, but Anderson cuts him off. They go back outside Robinson. Stockton Brown pulls the trigger from deep and swishes it through. He's got 11 in the game with that triple. And the Pirates are within 3, 33-30 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rich, left wing, Hunting. Back to Trineri. Kaysen tries to drive, kicks it back outside to Anderson. Jared across the top. Hunting lobs it back to Trineri down in the right corner. He'll drive the baseline, scoop it up with the left hand on the reverse and miss. Dylan Robinson with the rebound for Westside. Brown up to the left wing. Rebels leave him open, and he didn't make him pay. Missed off the front of the rim. Jaden Nelson, a Rebel rebound. Rebels push up the left side. Defense got back. Jared pushes in, then kicks it back out. Huffner around to Hunting, right wing. Back to Jared in the right corner. Rebels work it around. Reagan picks up the dribble, goes backdoor, finds Kaysen. He'll try to bounce it through the middle. Gittins gets in the way, and then Beckstead hits Kaysen. Ryan just picked up his second. Rebels will inbound from the baseline. A Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Am I taking up too much space? Are you good? Trineri in the left corner, gets by the D, drives across the lane, gives to Nelson, who spins in the lane. Little pivot, shot, he's blocked and fouled. Gittins picked up his second, and that'll send Jaden Nelson back to the free throw line. Jaden, by the percentages, the top free throw shooter on the team this year for Rich, 78%. And he swishes the first one home. He's gotten into the 80 percentile a couple of different times this season. And made the first, missed the second, but tracks down his own rebound on the miss. It was taken away, then the Rebels got it back. Hoffner on the right side, boy, he was undercut. He missed the shot, and the Rebels couldn't chase down the rebound on the baseline. That was a lot of contact. Hoffner comes up limping a little bit, heading up court. He was in the air. That could have been dangerous. 4.5 left in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Shirtliff at the top of the key. Left wing to Robinson. Stockton Brown posted up against Trineri. Turns left-handed shot short. Kaysen rips down the rebound with one hand. He'll turn and push across the timeline, then hand back to Anderson. Jared steps up, three-pointer left wing. Nope, over the top, and that bounces out of bounds to the Pirates. Anderson with 11 points in the ballgame. Hasn't scored yet here in the Epic Recreation third quarter, and the Rebels lead 34-30. Beckstead across the timeline. Shirtliff on the left wing. Hands to Brown. Stockton across the top. Robinson right wing. Inside to Shirtliff, and they get it to him, but Reagan Huffner reaching around fouled him before the shot. Huffner picks up a second personal. Stacy and Meek check into the ball game. Anderson, Hunting, and Trineri stay out there. Those are the five for the Rebels. Shirtliff, Brown, Gittins, Robinson, and Beckstead on the floor for Westside. Lob into Brown at the free throw line. He pivots around, dribbles right, spins back to his left, and puts it up and in. A lot of contact, and he just kept battling, finally got the shot, got it to go, and has a chance to make it a one-point game. The foul, Kaysen Trineri, his third personal. Brown, 2 for 2 from the line so far this afternoon, make it 3 for 3, and the Pirates are within one. 34-33. They've outscored the Rebels 9-5 so far here in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Stacy, high post, back out Trineri for three. Got it! Kaysen Trineri swishes home the Pro Physical Therapy triple, and the Rebels get a quick timeout. 37-33, Rich up by 4 in the Epic Recreation third quarter. We'll take a quick comprehensive family dental timeout on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
What are 2 words that tell the world you had the best time ever? Epic Recreation. That's right. Nothing else compares, and you do it all again. Epic Recreation rents equipment and cabins for your vacation fun at Bear Lake. Open year-round, Epic Recreation has everything you need. Boats, Sea-Doos, paddleboards, kayaks, UTVs, and more. When you want to have an epic vacation at Bear Lake, remember, Epic Recreation equals epic fun. Visit epicrecreation.net.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. I perform total hip, total knee, and total shoulder replacement. The huge majority of patients of mine that have undergone total joint replacement have been dealing with pain and disability for many years. After joint replacement and recovery, patients are back to doing the activities that they want to do.
3:37 left in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Rebels on top by 4, 37-33. Stockton Brown with 9 points in the quarter. All of Westside's points have come from Coach Tyler Brown's son. Shirtliff down on the left block, loses control, but dishes off to Gittens, who's fouled from behind on the shot attempt. And Brock Gittens, who has 2 points in the game, couple of rebounds, goes to the line. Jared Anderson, the guilty party, committed the foul. Jared's second personal. And Gittens swishes the first one home. Brock, a senior. Westside Pirates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seniors on this year's squad. Misses the second one short. Rebound tipped around, and Jordan Stacy goes to the hardwood, rips it up away from the defense, and tips it over to Anderson, who saves it. Rebels push the tempo. Trineri cut off at the baseline. Good defense by Nielsen. Anderson dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it to Hunting, back out to Trineri. And the Rebels reset the offense. Jordan Stacy pulled down his 4th rebound, or pulled in his 4th rebound on that miss by Gittens. Rich up by 3, 37-34. Trineri backs it out. 2:56 left in the Epic Recreation third. Kaysen starts right, spins left, and kicks it back out right wing. Hunting misses the 3. Jordan Stacy, the offensive board, and he'll kick it back outside. Trineri fires underneath to Hunting. Landon's shot blocked. Rebound tipped out, and a foul. Hunting had position. Nelson reached through him, and Landon gets called for the foul. So Landon picks up his 3rd personal. Landon and Kaysen both have 3 fouls apiece. Jared, Jordan both have 2. Nobody else with more than 1 that I know of. 37-34, Rebels up by 3 points. Stockton Brown gives right wing Nielsen to Shirtliff. They looked for a cutting Brown, but Rebels had good help defense and didn't give him passing lane. Beckstead, couple of jab steps, left, right, left, then gives to Brown. Rebels double team him. Hunting, good recovery to get back to Beckstead. Ryan Holding, dribbles right, then left, stops at the free throw line, hesitates, dishes off. Nielsen for the long 3. That one misses over the top. Rebound tipped, and Jordan Stacy has it for the Rebels. Jordan's 3rd rebound of the quarter, 6th of the game, and a little cheap foul by Bryler Shirtliff. As Kaysen tried to dribble around him, Shirtliff put a hip and a leg out and picked up his 1st personal. 2:03 left in the Epic Recreation third, and Rich on top by 3 at Westside. Left wing, Anderson dribbles right. Defense switching, goes right corner to Hunting. Stacy posted in the base down inside, and Kaysen Trineri gets it to him. Jordan thrown to the floor as he tried to put a shot up. He's a little slow to get up. And the foul on Stockton Brown with his 1st. Rebels inbound from the baseline. We haven't had any Rich County 4-H jump balls today, but here's a Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Anderson to Hunting. Out to Trineri, right corner. Hunting, open 3, short. This one bounces over the top, and Jordan Stacy with the Rebel rebound. Back outside, Trineri for 3, swishes it home. Kaysen with his 3rd pro physical therapy triple of the game, 40-34. Rich up by 6. Stockton Brown dribbles free throw line. Back to Beckstead. He'll step back, fire away, and miss just barely on the 3. Rebound tipped around. Kaysen has it. Beckstead comes in, hits Kaysen in the face with his knee inadvertently as he takes the ball away. Fight for the rebound, and it's out of bounds off of Rich. Westside will inbound from the baseline. 1:19 left in the Epic Recreation third. Rich up by 6. Beckstead goes up top to Nielsen. He'll give off to Brown. Stockton defended by Trineri. Dribbles left and hands to Beckstead. Shifty move, gets to the free throw line, then kicks it back left corner. Shirtliff holds, follows a screen, pulls up, just wildly chucks it up there, misses. Beckstead, the offensive rebound. He goes up to shoot, and it's swatted by Jordan Stacy. Meek had the rebound. He's wrapped up for a jump ball, and there's your first Rich County 4-H jump ball of the game, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. Emotions flaring a little bit here as just getting physical and a little bit chippy. West Side will inbound from their own baseline. A minute left in the Epic Recreation third quarter. Beckstead and Moser just ran over Jordan Stacy looking for that inbound play. He's working hard down in there, just using his body to try to push Stacy out of the way as Brown dribbles on the perimeter. Gives to Beckstead. Landon gets a hand in and held Beckstead. Landon just picked up his fourth. That's a Rebel 7th team foul, so I think Beckstead will go to the line and shoot 1-1. That's Hunting's fourth, and he'll have to immediately head for the bench. Reagan Huffner checks into the game. At the line, Beckstead shooting 1-1, and he hits the first. That's Beckstead's first free throw attempt of the game. He had 3 points. The second free throw would give him 5 if he hits it. 47 seconds left. Nope. Shirtliff the offensive rebound, though, and he kicks it back out to Beckstead. Top of the key, Stockton Brown. Kaysen staying with him. Brown dribbles free throw line behind the back, slices through the lane, floats it up or scoops it up and misses. Rebound tipped out, and Kaysen Trineri has it for Rich. That's Kaysen's third rebound of the quarter. Huffner up to the right wing, gives to Anderson. Jared kicks it back across to Kaysen. 23-22 to the Rebels play for a final shot of the Epic Recreation third quarter. Looks like they're content to do that. Kaysen getting the count. He'll dribble away and create just enough space. With 10 seconds, Anderson, Shirtliff reaches in again, and a foul finally comes against Shirtliff. He fouled Anderson twice, only got called the second time. So Breiler Shirtliff picks up his second, and that sends Anderson to the line to shoot 1-1. Free throws in the game are brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Kyler Wilson will check in for a moment. Kaysen Trineri has 3 fouls, and Coach Brown, a little strategy here, thinking we're going to be on defense. I want to make sure that Kaysen doesn't pick up a fourth. One of my guards already has 4 in Landon Hunting. Anderson's first free throw. He knocks it down. Rebels in the game. Let's see, 3, 4 of 9. 5, actually 6 of 10 now with the 2 makes. Beckstead across the timeline, kicks right corner. Nilsson fires away just before the buzzer, and he hits it. So Connor Nilsson beats the buzzer with a triple from the right corner. And at the end of 3, it's Rich by 4. 42-38 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. This third quarter has been brought to you by Epic Recreation. For all your rentals in Bear Lake, visit epicrecreation.net or find them on Facebook.
You're tuned in to Rich Rebel Sports on KADQ Evanston.
This is Rich Rebel Senior Jordan Stacy, and you're tuned in to Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio and on mylocalradio.com.
Many of our customers have trusted Jensen Wood Motors for generations. It's important to all of us here at the dealership we always work for the people. My grandpa was a man of his word, and he passed that tradition on to us. We understand that we're here to serve our customers, and every day we try and do that to the best of our ability. We really appreciate each customer, and we want to make sure that they feel that when they're doing business with us.
Jensen Wood Motors, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Montpelier, Idaho.
Rebels led by 5 at the end of the second quarter. Pirates cut into that by 1 point. They outscored Rich by a digit, 14-13 in that third period. I've got Westside with 6 turnovers in the game. The Rebels with 9 total. But Rich on top, 42-38 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rebels have it to start the quarter, and Kyler Wilson inbounds looking for Huffner. And the physics of that confused me. Huffner was trying to pull it toward the middle of the court. Shirtliff was trying to knock it away from toward the sideline, and it goes to the sideline. They give it to the Pirates. Shirtliff in the right corner. Beckstead lobs inside. Nelson tries to go over the top of the steal. Frankman draws the foul. Jaden picks up his second personal foul.
Number 45, Jaden Nelson picks up personal foul number 2.
And that puts Isaac Frankman at the line, shooting 1-1. He's made 2 trips to the line tonight. First trip, he made the first, missed the second. Second trip, he missed the first, made the second. This time, he misses the first, does not get a second. Jordan Stacy with the Rebel rebound. 42-38. Anderson across the timeline for Rich, leading by 4. Anderson pulls up for 3 and misses. Rebound tipped. Frankman has it. He loses it, kicks it to himself, and then picks it up and gives to Beckstead. 7:30 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Shirtliff in the right corner just avoids stepping on the sideline and passes back outside to Beckstead. Left wing, Dylan Robinson drives and puts it up and in. Nice quick move by Dylan Robinson for his just second field goal of the game. And the Pirates are within 2. Coach Ashley Brown calls a timeout, and we'll take one as well here in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter.
This is Rich Rebel Sr., Casey Trineri, with live coverage of Rich High basketball action on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
More than 1,300 rural hospitals were evaluated, and Bear Lake Memorial Hospital placed in the top 20 for quality and best practices and critical access. Offering a 24-hour emergency department, orthopedics, home health, a residential nursing home, physical therapy, surgical services, family doctors, chemotherapy, dialysis, and more. When it comes to your health, make sure you're seen by the best. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. Count on us to care.
Rebels have the basketball coming out of that comprehensive family dental timeout. Brought to you by Dr. Sean Grohl, providing quality family dentistry since 1998. Rebels get the ball inbound. Trineri up across the timeline, gives to Nelson inside. He pivots around, trying to keep it away from the defense, throws for the corner and throws it away. A lot of pressure in there, and the Rebels with the 11th turnover of the game. Nelson was down on the right block, and double-triple team came, forced the turnover. 7:03 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Rich nursing a 2-point lead. Rebels led by as much as 11 midway through the second quarter. Westside has battled back. Pass inside, and Nelson tips that one away. He had fronted Isaac Frankman and got up, knocked it away out of bounds. Westside inbounds from the baseline. Beckstead, right corner. Shirtliff. Robinson around to Nielsen. Beckstead in the left corner. Looking for Frankman inside, but instead steps through, pulls up, and hits off the window. Ryan Beckstead with the basket. We're tied at 42 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Trineri left wing to Anderson. Jared fakes left, goes right into the lane, gives it to Nelson. He'll drive through the lane and split a couple of defenders, lays it up and in on the right side. 44-42, Rich back up by a pair. Shirtliff left wing, pulls the trigger, misses, but he's fouled. Nelson didn't give him the space he needed to come down on the three-point attempt. And Shirtliff will get 3, count them, 3 free throws. Nelson picks up his 3rd. That's a Rebel 9th team foul. Jordan Stacy checks out. Landon Hunting into the game with 4 personal fouls. Hunting with 1 pro physical therapy, 3 in the ball game. Steals tonight are brought to you by the station in Randolph. Did they call it 1-1? Oh, so it must have been well after the shot. Shirtliff hits the first and can tie it with the second one. That first one barely found its way home. He got the shooter's touch. Second one short. Jaden Nelson, the Rebel rebound. His 8th of the ball game. 44-43. Rich up by 1. Trineri right wing. Rebels way outside. Showing some patience here initially on this possession. Trineri on the right wing. Defense comes out to meet him. Beckstead out there. Anderson drives, loses the dribble. Frankman has it. Jared rips it away, and a jump ball will go to Westside. That's a Rich County 4-H jump ball, empowering young people with the skills to lead for a lifetime. Rebels getting a little sloppy with the basketball. It puts them at 12 turnovers by my count in the ball game, and Westside has a chance to take the lead. Just under 6 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Shirtliff in the right corner. Lobs underneath. He finds Frankman, who kicks it outside. Robinson, quick release. 3, swish. Dylan Robinson with the triple, and Westside retakes the lead for the first time since they were on top 9-8 in the first quarter. Anderson on the right wing. Rebels go right corner. Hunting lobs back out to Anderson. Jared kicks it left wing. 3-pointer. Kaysen has it partially blocked, and Nelson in position has the rebound. Connor Nelson tries to reach over the top of him and take it away. Connor picks up the foul, and Jaden will go to the line and shoot 1-1. Nelson's second personal. Excuse me, Nielsen's second personal. Jaden at the free throw line hits the first. I don't know if players thought that was a shooting foul, but Reagan Hoffner, the only one that made an effort, had that free throw missed to get the rebound. Jaden, 7, 8, 9, 10 points in the ball game to go along with his 9 rebounds. Swishes the second free throw home, and Rich ties it up at 46 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Stockton Brown holds, 5:23 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Frankman posted up, Nelson battling with him, left wing to Robinson. He'll start right, go left. Hunting pokes it away from behind. You heard the slap. That maybe should have been a foul. Maybe got a hand. The ref was right there, but didn't blow the whistle except that out of bounds. Frankman spins in the paint, trying to free himself. Does so, gets it, and misses over the top. Anderson the rebound, and he's hit by Frankman as he comes down. Isaac can't believe the call. I can't believe he can't believe it. That's an easy call. Jared had the ball. It was an easy rebound, and Frankman just hit him with the body as he came down. Jared gets up limping. Frankman fouls out. Isaac finishes with 4 points. 5:11 left to go. And Jared can put the Rebels on top. He'll shoot 1-1. That's a 9th team foul. Jared has 13 points in the game. 3 of 4 from the Bear Lake Realty free throw line. Anderson. First one, got it, swishes through. Jared has 14 points, and Rich will get a second free throw after a timeout by Coach Ashley Brown. We'll take a quick one as well. Here in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, fourth timeouts are brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental and Dr. Sean Grohl, providing quality family dentistry since 1998.
This is Rich Rebel Sr., Landon Hunting, and you're tuned into Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio and on mylocalradio.com.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
Well, Isaac Frankman finishes with 4 points. Coach Brown told me that he'd been scoring about 10, 11 a game. The Richard Ward, who broadcasts for Westside, just told me he'd been averaging about 16 or 17 per game over the last 4 or 5 contests. But today fouls out with 5:11 left in the fourth quarter, finishes with 4 points, and puts Jared Anderson at the free throw line. Jared made the first. He comes out with a little bit of gingerness after twisting an ankle. And Jared hit the first of the 1-1. His second Bear Lake Realty free throw swishes through as well. Jared has 15, and Rich is back on top, 48-46 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Pirates, right corner. Nielsen hesitates, free throw line, kicks it back outside to Robinson. Dillon starts right, goes left, kicks it out to Brown. Stockton around the top of the arc. Gives to Beckstead. He'll try to drive. Little push off with the left arm. Misses the shot. Reagan Huffner there for the board. Beckstead tips it away from him out of bounds, and Rich has it under the west side hoop. Pirates back off. No press, no pressure. Under 5 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth. Trineri right side on the wing. Hunting holding. One dribble. Skips it back to Trineri left wing. Kaysen has 3 pro physical therapy triples in this ball game. Hunting with 1, dribbles to his right, fires inside, finds Nelson. Jaden hesitates, puts it up too strong off the window. Beckstead the rebound for Westside. Right wing, Brown dribbles into the lane. Ball poked away by Anderson, but Brown gets it back. Kicks it outside. Shirtliff tries to spin and runs right into Jaden Nelson. Great defense. He just saw that spin coming and pivoted around to it. Nielsen across the top. Hands off to Beckstead. Starts left, goes right. Then to Robinson. Dillon step back 3. Short, but rolls over the top and in. Dylan Robinson with 8 in the quarter. And that puts Westside back on top by 1, 49-48. Robinson has 11 in the ball game and 2 threes here in the fourth. Huffner back outside to Trineri, left wing. Hunting, high screen by Jaden Nelson. Kick to Jared Anderson, right wing. He'll put up the three and knock it down. Jared with the pro physical therapy three puts Rebels back on top by 2, 51-49. Nielsen to Beckstead. Ryan kicks left side. Stockton Brown trying a quick move. He gets into the lane. Rebels double team, poked back outside. Robinson drives, and Hunting trying to move his feet, stay in front, hands in the air, but too much contact. Landon just fouled out. Hunting with 3 points, a couple of rebounds in the ball game. And now a starter from each team is on the bench. Isaac Frankman for Westside, Landon Hunting for Rich. That also puts Dylan Robinson at the line to shoot 2 as we're in the double bonus. So Robinson can tie it up. We haven't seen him shoot a free throw yet until that one. And he hits it. It flushes around and down through. 3:22 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Robinson's second free throw good as well. He hasn't missed much here in this fourth quarter. 3, 6, 8, 10 points. And we're tied at 51 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Anderson across the timeline to Trenary, top of the key. Kaysen dribbles right, gets around the defense, all the way to the hoop, floats it in off the window right side. Kaysen with 12 points, attacks and finishes. 53-51, a candidate for the McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision Play of the game. Shirtliff down in the left baseline, runs into a couple defenders, then to Brown. He'll lob it back up top. Robinson, this time Huffner closes out a little more quickly. Robinson drives and misses with the right hand. Jordan Stacy, the Rebel rebound. And he gives to Anderson up ahead to Trenary. Kaysen dribbles, bounces into the middle. Huffner pulls up and hits. The high release point by Reagan Huffner. He's got 9, and the Rebels have pushed out to a 4-point lead, 55-51 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. 2:31 left in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. I've got Nathan Woods and Tyler Stevens running camera tonight, and want to thank them. Thanks, guys. You're doing a great job. Our camera is brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. This is the Bear Lake Realty fan cam. If you're looking for beachfront, room with a view, a secluded mountain retreat, maybe a recreation headquarters, or any number of timeshare options, work with the best, Bear Lake Realty. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Here's another option, a great option. You can even make a little bit of money maybe on this one. And Bear Lake Realty, Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City can help show you how to do this. But you buy a home, you rent it out so it pays for itself. You can enjoy it some of the time as well. And before too long, you've got a home, a second home in beautiful Bear Lake. Give them a call today, 435-946-8888, to learn more from Bear Lake Realty. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Rebels on top, 55-51 with just 2.5 minutes left to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital fourth quarter. Make sure to stay tuned for the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap in our post-game show. We'll have the Puckstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game, plus the McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision Play and the Rolene Kennedy shot and play of the game. And we'll hear from Ruth Ann Jarman, the Rebel drill coach. Rebel drill team competed at state yesterday, finished third place. Hannah Coburn won the drill down. And we'll hear more about that from Coach Ruth Ann Jarman in our post-game show. Rich up by 4 with 2.5 to go. Beckstead dribbles to his left. Anderson manned up on him. Trenary defending Stockton Brown. Good help by Jordan Stacy. Beckstead left corner. Back up top. Robinson dribbles left. Huffner on him. Robinson hesitates, finds a lane, then kicks it out right baseline. Shirtliff fires away and hits. He's got 10 in the ball game. Most of those, well, 7 in the second quarter, 3 here in the fourth. Rich up by 2, 55-53. Pressure coming out a little higher from Westside. Anderson tries to drive by, but good help defense, and Beckstead kept Jared from getting down to the basket. Anderson on the right wing, dribbles left, fakes the shot, but Shirtliff right there to defend and prevent Anderson from releasing the 3. Huffner dribbles to the right, high post, back outside of Trenary. Rich showing some good patience here, working for a good shot. Anderson into the lane, free throw line, back outside. Kaysen to Huffner on the left wing. Brown reaches in, slaps Huffner's arm, no whistle. Rebels maintain possession, so no harm, no foul. Trenary, right side to Anderson, ball poked away. Jared gets it back, pushes inside, finds Nelson, who finishes. Rebels fighting through the contact and get the bucket, 57-53. Quickly ahead to Shirtliff. Rebels got back defensively quickly. Stockton Brown, left side. Kaysen anticipates the 3, goes high in the air. Instead, outside Shirtliff, misses, and Nelson chases down the rebound. Shirtliff fouls him, trying to get to it. Jaden Nelson will earn a trip to the free throw line, and he'll get 2 as we're in the double bonus. A bunch of candidates for plays of the game here in the fourth quarter. Precision play brought to you by McKay Frankham Dental Services. That last trip down the court, Jared to Jaden. Nelson hits the first free throw, and the Rebels lead by 5, 58-53 on the Stacey's Repair scoreboard. 1:06 left to go. Nelson gets the second one to flush around and down through, and the Rebels lead by 6. Stockton Brown up to the right wing, drives, kicks it back out. Beckstead fakes the 3 from the left wing. Back to Brown, long 3, left side, folds up but short. Jaden Nelson with the Rebel rebound, his 10th of the game. Double-double for Jaden. Up ahead, he'll give to Anderson. Jared across the timeline with 50 seconds to go. Into the right block, Hoffner, instead of forcing it, goes back outside, and the Rebels will hold and see what Westside wants to do. Beckstead reaches around, trying to poke it away from Kaysen Trineri, who will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Beckstead picks up his 3rd, and Trineri will shoot 2 Bear Lake Realty free throws. Kaysen this season just a 38% free throw shooter. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Kaysen's first, looked halfway down, pops out. He can make it a 7-point, 3-possession ball game if he can hit this second free throw. Eyes the target and shoots short, but it hits the front of the rim, rolls over the top. Kaysen with 13 in the ball game, and Rich leads by 7. Beckstead across the timeline. He'll pull up for 3 and just miss. Nelson with his 11th rebound. He's wrapped up. Jump ball. Shirtlift got in there, and possession arrow, Rich Rebel basketball. Rich County 4-H jump ball. Rebels with a lot of points. Bear Lake Physical Therapy points in the paint tonight. Bear Lake Physical Therapy helping Rebels get back in the game since 1998. Trineri, Huffner ahead to Anderson across the timeline with under 30 to go in the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital 4th, and Shirtlift reaches in, fouls Anderson to stop the clock at 25.4. Jared will go to the line and shoot 2. Anderson with 16, 17, 18 points in the ball game. That follows last night's 24-point performance in the 41-40 win against Tabiona. Anderson, the smooth stroke, swishes it through. Nothing but net. This one would put Rich up by 9 and just about ice it, and he swishes that one through as well. 62-53. Rebels just got to back off, slow Westside down a little bit, but make sure you don't foul. Beckstead pulls up and can't get that to go. Rebound, Brock Gittens fights for it. He continues the battle. Dylan Robinson, right wing, contested by Huffner. Robinson swishes it through, and Westside calls a timeout with 11 seconds left to go. What a fourth quarter for Dylan Robinson. 3 3-pointers, plus 2 for 2 from the free throw line and another field goal. He's got 9, 11, 13 points in the quarter, 16 in the ball game. But it won't be enough unless they have a monumental, incredible comeback with 11 seconds left to go. This timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. And again, invite you to stay tuned for our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap and all of our other items in the post-game show, including Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game and the Pokestone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game. Rebels in control here, leading by 6 with 11 seconds to go. And Rich has shot, knock on wood, where's some wood, guys, the floor. Rebels have shot well from the free throw line tonight, especially here in the fourth quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9 of 10 in the quarter and 15 of 20 in the ball game. That's 75% from the line tonight. Rebels did that last night against Tabiona. 13 of 14, I think, in the ball game against Tabiona. 12 of 13, 92% from the free throw line last night in a 1-point win. Had to have every one of those free throws, and they only missed 1 as a team. Anderson is 7 of 8 in this one. Jaden Nelson, 5 of 6. We'll see who. Anderson will inbound on the Mountain Valley Cattle Company inbound play. Jared finds Kaysen Trineri. Quick pass back to Anderson. He'll lob it ahead to Huffner. Reagan fires ahead Stacy on the right corner, and he'll just hold with 3-2. Gittens fouls him with 2.8 to go. A little look from Coach Tyler Brown of, I don't know why you did that. But that'll give Jordan Stacy a chance to add a point or two here as he'll shoot 2. Jordan, just 2 points in the game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But 9 rebounds. Hits the first Bear Lake Realty free throw. This will push the final score out a little bit further than what this game actually was. Stacy's second free throw rims around and falls through. 64-56. Westside inbounds. Beckstead fires one up. Half court, just at the buzzer, just short. And the Rebels win at Westside. 64-56 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Westside and Rich split this season, each team taking the win on the other's home court. Rich improves to 10-9. Their first time, I think, above 500 this season. They were at 7-7. They'd been at 500 a couple of times, but never above 500 in the win-loss percentage. A good win tonight, 64-56 for the Rebels at Westside. We'll take a quick break. We'll have your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
In today's world, with so many places to shop and so many options to choose from, sometimes you have to boil it down to one simple question: where do I get treated the best? At Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, we work hard to make sure every customer knows how much we appreciate them. We love what we do, and we believe in the products we sell. Our goal is to build a lasting friendship with every customer so we can serve you and your family for generations. Visit us today, Cash Honda Yamaha, 3765 US 91, Hyde Park, Utah. In addition to local information and the best live coverage of local sports, you can stream music 24/7 at mylocalradio.com. Log on and choose the music you like best. Classic or modern country, indie, adult contemporary, or classic rock, stream it live through your computer or cell phone. Listen to the music you want and don't miss the information you need. Like us on Facebook and visit mylocalradio.com today.
Welcome back to the post-game show at Westside. The Rebels with the win. Let's cover that right now on the Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's at 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fresh and fast meet. Rebels on Friday night, the girls and boys with wins over Tabiona in Region 22 play. The Rebels by a 1-point margin, 41-40. And then Rich followed that up Saturday with a trip to Westside. Pirates took an early 6-1 lead and led 9-5 midway through the first quarter. Rebels used a 15-1 run to push out to a 10-point lead midway through the second. Pirates battled back. They continually just chipped away, and took a lead of 49-48 midway through the fourth quarter. But the Rebels didn't relent. They continued to battle and played good defense, hit 10 of 12 free throws in the fourth quarter. Jared Anderson finishes with 20 points, 5 rebounds. Jaden Nelson, 15 points, 11 boards in the double-double. And Rich, in the end, hit free throws down the stretch. I mentioned 10 of 12 in the fourth quarter. That includes 7 of 8 down the stretch to finish with a 64-56 win at Westside. The Pirates beat the Rebels at Rich on January 5th. The Rebels beat Westside in Dayton on February 2nd. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Jimmy John's, where they spend 6 hours daily slicing all natural meats and fresh produce for your 30-second sandwich. 113 Front Street in Evanston. That's Jimmy John's. Stay tuned. The McKay Frankham Dental Services Precision Play of the Game, the Pugstone Sporting Goods Adjustment of the Game, and the Rolene Kennedy Shot and Play of the Game coming up when we return on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
At Jensen Wood Motor, it's our goal to make sure every customer is a repeat customer. The way we do that, our customers are our friends.
It's our job to help you find what you're looking for at the best possible price. It's always good to know that your salesman is working for you.
We understand that life happens. Sometimes credit isn't perfect. We work hard to find financing options that work best for you.
Stop by today and let's see what we can do for you. Jensen Wood Motors in Montpelier, Idaho.
My name is Dr. Micah Pullins. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Evanston Regional Hospital. Orthopedic surgery is the practice of medicine centered around bones and joints. It's all about movement and activity and getting that to be less painful. Watching a patient with a specific problem, whether that's pain or decreased range of motion, and being able to treat them, by far the best part of my job.
Back post-game, Rebels win. Jared Anderson with 2 consecutive games of 20-plus points, 24 last night in the 41-40 win over Westside or over Tabiona. Tonight, 20 points, 5 rebounds in the win at Westside. And Rich, I've been impressed. I am impressed, especially you consider the way this team started, going 0-4, scored 29, 30, and 32 in 3 of their first 4 games. Defensively, they've really turned it on. You talk about holding Tabiona last night to 40 points. Today, Westside is averaging 56 a game. That Rich held them to their per-game average. They've scored 83 this season. That was in a loss. They scored 83 in a loss against Jackson. But the offense came alive today. 22 points in the fourth quarter, including 2, 4, 6, 8 from Jaden Nelson and 7 from Jared Anderson. Kaysen Trineri, 13 points and a couple of steals to go along with 4 rebounds. Jordan Stacy, 9 boards and 4 points. 9 points from Reagan Huffner. A couple of rebounds from him as well, and a good team effort. And this team for the Rebels are at their best when they play a good team basketball, and they got that again tonight. With the win, again, 64-56, the final on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Rich goes 16 of 22 from the free throw line. Westside 11 of 18. And Rich with the 9-point win. All right, let's move along in our post-game coverage and get you the Pugstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game. And that goes to Rich defensively. To start the third quarter, Stockton Brown scored a quick 9 points. He hit 2 threes, then a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. So he scored the first 9 points of that third quarter for Westside, and that cut a Rebels had pushed out to as much as a 6-point lead, I think. Stockton Brown scoring made it a really close game. They climbed to within 1, 34-33, when Brown had that 3-point play. And Coach Brown and the Rebels got a 3-point basket from, I think, Trineri there midway through the third quarter to push that back to a 4-point lead. And then immediately Coach Brown took a timeout. And I heard him talking, hey, when Brown gets it in the lane, we're going to double team. Let's make him kick it back out. Let's try to make other guys beat us. And we know Stockton Brown can beat us. Let's not let him double team, make him kick it back out. And when he's out on the perimeter, contest those shots. You got to get out there and defend him. And that adjustment shut Brown down. He didn't score the rest of the way. Now, Dylan Robinson did at 13 points in the fourth quarter. But Brown did not score again, and that's your Pugstone Sporting Goods adjustment of the game. Pugstone Sporting Goods, Darren and Carrie, thank you for your support, and they'll be back. Precision Play of the Game brought to you by McKay Frankham Dental Services. Dental care at reasonable rates for the whole family at 170 Arrowhead Drive, number 1. That's McKay Frankham DDS. And the Precision Play of the Game, I think, goes in the fourth quarter. We'll give this one to Jared and Jaden. Rebels were up by 2, 55-53, had the basketball, and fought through all kinds of contact. A lot, probably 3 or 4 times the whistles could have been blown on foul, but the Rebels fought through it. Jared split the defense, took care of the basketball, found a way to push a pass ahead to Jaden Nelson, who fought through the defense, got a shot off, up and in, and that pushed Rich out to a 4-point lead at the time. That was a big bucket for Rich, and so Jaden Nelson with the basket. Jared to Jaden, the Precision Play of the Game. Brought to you by McKay Frankham Dental Services. Rolene Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet shot of the game. I think Jared's 3 in the fourth quarter. The Rebels were down 49-48, and Jared Anderson came down, hit a 3. That was his only field goal of the entire second half. Now, he scored 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points in the second half, but that was his only field goal, and that was a huge one. The three-pointer, his free throws today, excellent again, and but the three-pointer gets the shot of the game. That put Rich up 51-49. They never trailed again. And the Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game, I think we'll give that to Kaysen Trineri. Kaysen had a number of assists tonight. He hit 4 threes, scored 13 points, had some great passes to Jaden Nelson, and another great one to Reagan Hoffner. Good assists tonight. But the play, I think, came in the fourth quarter. Just after Anderson hit that 3, Westside tied it up with a couple of free throws by Dylan Robinson, so we were tied. Rebels came down to the other end, and Kaysen found a way to attack the hoop. He finished, and it was a floater from the right side. He kissed it off the glass and in. That put Rich back on top, and a huge basket there. Kaysen attacking the hoop. He played real well tonight. 13 points, 4 rebounds, couple of steals, 3 3-pointers. And there's your Rolling Kennedy at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet play of the game. Stay tuned. We'll hear from Rich Rebel drill coach Ruth Ann Jarman when we return on our post-game coverage. Again, the Rebels with the win, 64-56 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard.
This is Rich Rebel Sr., Landon Hunting, and you're tuned into Rich High Hoops on Rebel Radio and on mylocalradio.com.
If you had a toothache, would you see a foot doctor? Or would you go to the dermatologist to have a baby? Of course not. When your vehicle needs service, take it to the best qualified mechanics. At Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, our technicians are GM certified service experts. They're trained to know every inch of your vehicle. Don't trust your vehicle to just anyone. Have all your service done at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. We're a different kind of dealer.
Hello, Miss Susan Siamese Cat.
Dr. Dog, I'm here because my perfectly shiny fur has lost its shimmer, and I don't have the energy I did as a kitten.
Miss Susan Siamese Cat, I recommend that you start taking the Feline Daily Multi-Chews from PetMinerals.com immediately. Your good health isn't a yarn ball to play with.
Dr. Dog, you always make me feel better.
Log on to PetMinerals.com today and get your feline supplements ordered today.
Welcome back to the post-game show. The Rebels with the win, 64-56 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard at Westside. Pirates beat Rich in Randolph. The Rebels beat the Pirates in Dayton. Each team taking the win on the opponent's home court. All right, the Rebel drill team was at State yesterday. Rebel girls basketball tonight play at Duchesne, and I wish I could just book it down there and get there in time for the game, but game time's at 7 o'clock. It's about 4.5 hours to get there. It'd be over by the time I get there. So our apologies that we couldn't cover the Rebel girls tonight at Duchesne. We wish them good luck. Rebel drill team was at State last night, and they did well. We're going to hear more about how they did from their coach, Ruth Ann Jarman.
Ryan STEINECKERT with Ruth Ann Jarman, coach of the Rich Rebel drill team. Coach, you guys had state competition just yesterday, Friday, at the Utah Valley University. First of all, I appreciate your time in working this out this morning. How did things go yesterday at state?
They went awesome. We did amazing. We had a great time. It was a little bit different timing this year. We usually compete during the day, and this time they had our 1A, 2A finals in the evening, so it was a long day for the girls, but it was an awesome day. We did great.
Rebel fans by now probably know the results, but let's hear it from you. How did the girls do? How did you guys finish?
We finished in third place overall, which we were really excited about. We tied for first place in our kick routine and lost the tiebreaker, so ended up officially taking third place in kick. And in our dance category, we also took third place. And then in our military category, we took fifth place because of a kind of devastating penalty that we got that we haven't ever received before with the exact same list. So that was kind of devastating and probably affected our overall placement, but we're still super happy with third. That's a very respectable and exciting place to take, so we're happy.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
How do the girls feel about the fifth place the last couple of years? Now you've improved up to third place. How do the girls feel about that?
I think they're really excited. I think that was our, we were hoping to get in the top 4. We would be really happy with a third, super happy with a second, and obviously ecstatic with a first. The teams were so close. All the top 5 teams were super close in their scores at the last competition. So we knew we'd have to show up fully and do the very best we possibly could, which I think the girls did, and just super tight race this year. The teams are really super competitive, which is fun because then you're not just getting it because the other teams are terrible or that you have no chance because they're so good. So it was really fun because it was super competitive. Yeah. And I think without that penalty, we could have gotten even higher. But still, we're super happy with the third place. So proud of these girls.
That's excellent. Earlier in this year, I've talked with some of your girls, and there was kind of the hope, the goal of winning the state championship, and it sounds like that was still a possibility. But a realistic goal, do you guys feel like you accomplished what you wanted to this year?
I do. In fact, the night before we had our little team meeting and talked about if it's worth doing this even if we took last place. Is it still worth the time and the things that we've learned, the friendships that we've made? And as a team, we decided it was worth all of that we've put into this in every way, no matter what the outcome was. So, it's valuable to be part of a team. It's super great when you can be successful, and it's super fun when you can be competitive. So I think we accomplished all of that. We can hold our heads high.
That's kind of a funny thing and it happens with basketball, football, golf, everything else. You compete and you're trying to win. You're doing everything you can. But I think the memories that stick with the participants and coaches are how much a good time they had, bonding, building friendships, the time together.
Yes, and I think that's, in the end, when people look back, you're not going to remember so much the other stuff, but those friendships and life lessons you learn participating on a team are just invaluable. So super proud of these girls. They have totally worked their butts off.
Well, and it pays off. You guys are doing a great job. You go from 5th last year to 3rd this year. Way to go.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I think I just have to put a shout out to our school board and administration for letting us practice at Majestic Ranch this year. That made a huge difference in being able to work our formations and have a consistent practice space. It wasn't perfect, but it was so much better than where we've been before that I really appreciate the efforts that were made to allow us to do that. And it showed in the team this year.
Coach, anything else you want to touch on?
I'm just grateful that we can do this and grateful for these girls that are just amazing and show up every day for practice with, all of their efforts. And it's a great experience, super fun.
I should ask also, who took 1st, 2nd?
Yeah, so Penguins took 1st, which sounds like they're kind of sweeping the state this year. And then Monticello took 2nd. Okay. And then we took 3rd, Paiute took 4th, and Milford took 5th. So super competitive team that's fun. And even Diamond Ranch, who's not had a big team, they showed up with a big team, and well done. They're just young still. So it's fun to be in a competitive bunch of people. So
Ruth Ann Jarman, head coach of the Rich Rebel drill team. Congratulations on a 3rd place finish. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thanks so much, Coach. That's Ruth Ann Jarman, head coach of the Rich Rebel drill team, finished 3rd. One thing that she and I didn't get to, and I should have asked about it, but Hannah Coburn won the drill down, took 1st place. So congratulations to the Rebel drill team as a team on a 3rd place finish to Hannah Coburn. President Hanco winning the drill down yesterday. Now, you should know that the Rebel drill team has the drill review. They do that every year after state, and that is coming up on Thursday. That's this coming Thursday, February 7th, 7 p.m. in the Rich High School Gymnasium. And good event to go to see the Rebels perform their numbers. They took 3rd place at state, and looking forward to that drill review this coming Thursday at 7 at Rich High School. All right, that just about wraps things up. We'll take one more quick break, and we'll be back to look ahead at what else is coming up in the next week or so in Rich County sports and activities right after this on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com. Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires that offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Early Oregon-bound immigrants traveled through the Bear Lake Valley. U.S. Highway 30 basically follows the Oregon Trail. Many wagon trains stopped at Thomas L. Pegleg Smith Trading Post, located near Dingle, Idaho, for supplies. One traveler wrote of camping along Cotton Line Bear River, watching grass as tall as a man wave in the wind. Today, you don't have to ride in a wagon to visit Bear Lake Valley, but the rich history is still here to enjoy. Visit bearlake.org for more information.
The final on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Jared Anderson with 20. Jaden Nelson, 15 points, 11 rebounds. Casey Trineri with 13. And the Rebels win at Westside. Looking ahead to the next week or so in Rich County sports and activities. Rebel girls tonight are at Duchesne, and that varsity game starts at 7 p.m. this evening. Looking ahead to Monday, it's a repertory dance theater assembly at North Rich Elementary 10 a.m. and South Rich Elementary at 1 p.m. There's a PTA meeting at 2:15 Monday afternoon. Tuesday, February 5th, the Rich High School Career Day for juniors at Morgan High School. That begins at 8 a.m. Then Wednesday, Wyoming Cowboys and Cowgirls in action against the Air Force Falcons. The women at home in the AA, 6:30 p.m. tip, and the men at Clune Arena, the Cadet Fieldhouse in Colorado Springs at 6:30 p.m. tip-off as well. I think we'll have the men's game on Wednesday night here on KADQ this coming Wednesday, February 6th. Thursday, February 7th, I mentioned the Rebel Drill Review at Rich High School at 7 p.m. Also Thursday, the girls and boys basketball teams, the freshmen, will play at Mountain View, 6 p.m. for both the boys and girls at two different gyms, both games at 6 p.m. And then also on Thursday, the Rich Middle School Royals take on Cokeville with games beginning at 4. Friday, February 8th, the Rebel Wrestling team heads to the state tournament in Richfield. And it's the state wrestling quarterfinal rounds begin at 3 p.m. on Friday afternoon, and the tournament continues through Saturday with wrestling beginning at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning. Next Friday, the Rebel basketball teams will get back on the court at ICS. Our pregame coverage will start at 4:30 p.m. for the girls. The boys will follow. And also next Friday, the girls and boys freshman teams will play at USDB with the girls at 5, the boys at 6:30. Saturday, next a week from today, the wrestling again continues at the state tournament. Boys basketball team from Rich Middle School play at Jackson, and the Wyoming Cowboys take on Colorado State in Mountain West Conference play. Again, the women at home in Laramie, the men on the road at Moby Arena in Fort Collins, with tip-off for the men at 2, tip-off for the women at 12 p.m. That does it for our look ahead at Rich County sports and activities and the Wyoming Cowboys, what's coming up on KADQ. That also does it for our postgame show. Once again, our final score on today's Stacy's Repair scoreboard: the Rebels take the win at Westside, at Westside, 64-56. Join us. Our next broadcast is Friday night when the Rebels return to Region 22 play at ICS. Pregame coverage starts next Friday, February 8th at 4:30. Girls first, boys to follow. 5 and 6:30 tip-off times. For tonight's videographers, a couple of them, Nathan Woods, Tyler Stevens, thank you. Our producer back in the studio, not Jordan, it's Preston Bush back there today. Thanks, Preston. I'm Ryan Steineckert, and we'll talk with you again soon.
You've been tuned into Rich High School basketball on Rebel Radio, KADQ FM 98.3, with live video online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast has been brought to you by these Rebel supporting businesses and individuals: Cash Honda Yamaha in Logan, the Bear Lake Convention and Visitors Bureau, Plains Tire, Pet Mineral Labs, Jensen Wood Motors of Montpelier, Idaho, by Westar Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet, Evanston Regional Hospital, Rocky Mountain Yeti, and by mylocalradio.com. The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of Old West Media, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the aforementioned rights holder. Our executive producer is Val Cook. We thank our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, and our sales manager, Julie Burley, along with KNYN Sports Director, Jake Hibbard, Bridger Valley Sports Director Sean Bennett, and production assistants Jordan Bowie, Preston Bush, and AJ Lamb. The biggest thanks of all to our sponsors and to you for tuning in. We invite you to visit mylocalradio.com for archived games and past interviews with Rebel players and coaches. Thank you for joining us on this presentation of Rich Rebel Basketball on KADQ FM 98.3 and online at mylocalradio.com. Until the next time the Rebels take the court.